In a world in crisis, can three idiots find hope in the darkest of places? Will love conquer all, or will hate win out in the end? This is a show called Hate.
Hello and welcome to A Show Called Hate, a podcast in which we explore love, hate, and everything in between in search of greater meaning and perhaps a little perspective. I'm John.
I'm Nick.
I didn't throw that very well.
Who are you?
Did I? Oh, I'm Chris.
Hello.
Hello. We're in a different room.
Yeah, we're down in the lounge.
Can you hear the difference, listeners?
I reckon probably.
Call in now if you can hear the difference.
They can probably hear like the soft furnishings.
Yeah, many soft furnishings.
One of which just went kind of flying across the room.
Well, my gambit this week was to throw a cushion at you, but I didn't throw it
You're
very
much
well.
further away. We're all much further away from each other.
I lack the strength to
And
get
you
a cushion
are
across the
very
room.
weak.
And you were
Very extraordinarily weak.
Yeah.
And you were throwing with your offhand.
I was.
true.
Well, I'm holding a beer with my good hand
He doesn't
Yeah.
deserve benefit of doubt.
and my lame hand, if you like, through the
If you
cushion.
like. The strong hand.
The strong hand. Yeah, and it didn't get very far.
You know, I never really thought about that, but I think even though my right hand is my dominant hand, I think my left hand is
Better
my
for
drinking.
drinking.
Is my
Yeah,
drinking
maybe-
hand.
maybe that's-
I never thought about my drinking hand, but I'm going to reach now.
I've genuinely never thought about that.
It's right hand.
I think it's because like my table.
I just want the drink in me.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all it
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need a hand if you put it in like a syringe.
Any route, really.
Yeah, but like my little where I normally sit when I'm just like slowly wasting the best years of my life on the sofa in front of the TV, the little table to the left is always on the left of
Maybe
me.
you've trained it this way.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's where I put my drink
Be a
normally.
little drinky there.
Yeah, a little drinky poo.
Yeah, that's probably
Little
it.
drinky winky
That's
poopy.
probably it.
So there's a reason we're down here.
What is that reason?
In the basement.
Is I've destroyed the podcast
Oh, one of your rages.
studio. One of my periodic DIY rages.
When your
yeah.
trademark rages.
Yeah, so, and in case you're angry with me, I think I've given myself emphysema by like...
So every cloud is...
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
sucked
upset
in a
about the
lot of that
studio.
cloud.
I'm upset about the studio, but I'm glad about that.
Yeah. So basically the long and short of it is the box room in my lovely house in which
Yep.
we are currently recording
Yep.
has always been the podcast studio.
It always
right.
has.
Because
Correct.
we're
And yet here we are.
Because we're committed
Yeah.
to professionalism, regularity, and format.
indeed.
We do it. We always do it in that room, except when we don't.
Yes, except when we're doing like a TV special or something and then we're down here.
And we do boil to death in that room.
It's hot.
And yet we
It's
always
hot.
Yeah,
back for more
ventilation
punishment.
is an issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I'll tell you what's an issue: all the foam padding.
That was glued to the walls.
Because long-term listeners will remember when we first moved into that room, and it sounded like a horrible kind of
a haunted
echoey
house.
dungeon.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
So I added a lot of baffling, like, covered all the walls in,
Yes. Stuff.
and I mean, the audio was great. The audio was
Oh, sure,
astounding.
yeah.
Peak audio.
Even converted a table.
Yeah.
Had a little table off Facebook Marketplace.
Made
Drilled
a
hole
holes
big
in
hole
it.
in the middle of it.
Yeah, had proper mic stands and everything.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Anyway, like end of an era.
So you got rid of the table.
Well, it's currently just leaning up against a wall.
Are we having
in
that
pieces.
back or not?
We'll see. Because what's
I
happening?
like that table.
I'm glad you asked. What we're doing, right, is
No, I didn't ask.
Nah, no.
I was just commenting on my love of the table.
so I'm turning the podcast studio into a dedicated office just for me.
God, I love that table.
Super
It's
selfish.
such a good table.
You can have it if you want.
No, I'm all right now.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
don't
know
need
where to put it,
no.
yeah.
I don't like it that much.
It's got 4 holes in it.
Four holes.
Yes,
You
if
can't sell that,
if
mate.
I put a cup in the middle of it, it'll fall through.
Can't sell that, mate.
It's not waterproof.
So given that like,
So it's going to be your office.
yeah, because Lucy and I share an office.
Sure.
I've never entirely gotten my setup right. Like the light, I always get a lot of glare
I
from
see.
the window.
I glare at you from the window.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and put some
People
trousers
looking
on.
in.
Please, I'm begging you.
Double glare. Glare
Yeah.
from below.
Hello, John.
Hello, this is my penis talking.
Yeah.
Oh, and given, I'm just gonna roll over that.
You did look down then.
You
Uh,
did roll over my penis.
You did look down.
You did look down.
Given that it's pretty much cemented now, we've signed all the paperwork. The next 2 to 3 years of my life, I'm just going to be right.
Are we talking about this now?
Well,
Only
no,
in as much as I blew out everything last
Okay.
time.
Oh,
we've
that's
not.
fine.
We've
we
not.
still can't say any more than what I said.
We've not
I don't.
named
Well, I
it.
didn't listen to that episode.
No,
So
why
I
would
don't-
you?
I
You
wasn't
weren't
here,
on
was
it.
I?
Oh, was he not there when I did the whole unload about
No, he wasn't. Do you really not remember?
I don't remember where
no.
he is at any given time.
No, it's not important.
I think that's why we got so candid about it.
Oh, that's right. Because
And
you're
I was
right.
like, oh,
Because I wasn't here to spill.
well, I was like, oh, well, Nick and I have been very busy, and hinty hint, and Nick was like, fuck that. So here's the
Yeah.
deal, right?
So here's what's going on.
I still didn't name it.
He didn't name it.
So
we
what am I allowed to say?
What is it? I think we went.
Talk about it in broad terms.
Okay.
It's a 4-book publishing deal
All right, fine.
for a major
Children's
company.
graphic novel.
Yeah,
For a
and
major
I
publishing
think that's about all we.
Okay, that's
said.
fine. That's all right. I know more than that.
Yeah.
So suck it.
So this,
Suck off.
Suck off. Suck off.
Suck off. Suck off, everyone.
So-
Listeners.
this is my treat to
that
me.
went wrong.
This is my treat to me. It's going to be. I'm turning it into the ideal writing space.
Yes,
That's
good.
the plan.
A
And-
haven, if
Because
you
you've got
will.
some serious fucking writing to
Yeah, I
do.
really have to knuckle down
You
now.
really
Actually,
do,
yeah.
yeah.
You've got to get it together, John.
All
Yeah.
I've got to do is draw pictures. You've got to fucking get it together, John.
Yeah, well, the good news is in a week's time, book 1 very much stops being my problem and then
Yeah.
becomes
Yeah.
this guy's problem
Yeah.
in quite a major
Hey-oh.
way.
You got to draw them pictures.
So the space that was occupied by my desk
Yeah.
is going to become a bit more of a flexible corner,
Oh, shit.
Oh, I love a flexible corner.
I love one of those flexible corners.
and I think it's going to be turned into a
Isosceles.
like a triangle, if you will.
Yeah, there you go.
But that's going to be a podcasty kind of space, but a bit more informal.
We're
Like
going in there.
a show called Hate Nights.
Get some, get some armchairs.
Get some armchairs. You know.
Maybe a camera, and then we can start making YouTube.
This
content.
really is a significant shift.
And we can
for
have
the
green
podcast
screen
then.
behind us.
Yeah, the
And it
walls
could
be
be like
green.
we're on the surface of the moon or something.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I feel
That'd be
like.
cool,
Sorry, it just took my brain a minute. Something you bang your knee on a table. Like, it takes a while for the joke to make it up your
Yeah.
spine.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, I did actually bang my knee quite hard on the door frame the other day.
Took a while to get to your brain.
Yeah, because no, sadly, not as long as I would have liked. Because I've been decorating the podcast studio, and Lucy
You got to
was
stop calling it that.
Your office.
the box room.
Your
yeah,
Can't you call it your office?
John's Palace. Johnny Pal
What,
Pal.
we should think of a name for it, and then we could put a sign on the door.
Yeah.
Oh, the
like the writing.
what's the
vault.
wanky? Yeah, the forge.
Oh yeah, or like the dream weaving
Oh.
station.
the dreamscape.
Wait, platform 10 and Dream Quarters. That's
Yeah.
bad. Don't go with that.
Yeah.
That means nothing.
But it could.
But
That's less than. Is there a word for an
anti-language.
anti-idea?
It could be called, the space.
For space, that's good.
You know,
Yeah,
the void.
yeah. Anyway,
Prose
the
sculptor in residence,
Yeah.
for example.
but
Yeah.
the
He likes that
foam,
one.
the foam, right? So we had
yeah.
we
Oh,
had.
yeah,
What are we doing? Are we donating it to charity?
I've got a lot of it.
Got a stack of foam now.
It's
yeah.
still usable.
Yeah.
Still
I
good.
mean,
it's
there's,
still
and there's
good.
a lot of like our sweat and
Yeah.
probably
Oh,
like
God.
particles
And
baked
hair and
into
blood.
that. Yeah. I found a tooth. What's that about?
What? Oh,
No,
I thought you were
that's a-
serious
that's a
then. I
lie.
was like, fuck me. We did have some times in there, though.
But
Yeah,
we had-
some times.
Foam on the walls, foam on the ceiling,
Foam up your ass.
foam up my ass, and I had to strip it all.
Yeah. Oh, you
I had to rip it off.
previously there.
It was all
what was
glued
it?
on,
What
wasn't
it?
it?
was glued on with glue.
Yeah,
Was it?
no more nails.
No more nails.
Oh, right. Okay.
But that's because it went through a few iterations. It
Mm.
came with like little pags of double-sided tape,
Not
little
good
sticky
enough.
things.
Not
That didn't
good.
work. That
Not
fell
good.
off immediately.
not good enough.
So I got myself some, what was it, like 3W double-sided tape.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
That didn't work either.
No.
And then I settled on no more nails.
Yeah.
Which
That,
is good,
that works
'cause
a
it-
treat.
The alternative would have been nails, and that would have been really
I
excessive. for foam.
think I tried a pin or two. That didn't work either.
Oh, right.
So I'll tell you, that
Yeah.
tape, though, here's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
Doesn't like foam, loves plaster.
Oh,
yeah.
So
I see.
in the patches where I'd used that, it was just taking chunks of a wall off. So I've
Yeah.
used so much like polyfiller.
you love polyfilling.
Love polyfiller. And then yesterday, I was like, you know what? Got a house to myself. I'm going to lock the door, open the window, put my mask and goggles on, and get the electric sander
For
out.
safety.
And give myself white lung, effectively.
Good.
Oh, God, your lung
So what?
must look like a coral reef
Is it?
down
Are
there.
you
or
down to the plaster?
It's nice and flat
Is
now.
it? So you got to paint it.
Yeah, I've got
Right.
to do the ceiling. I've got to sand the ceiling.
Oh.
And I have to say, yesterday, after just like doing this for like 8 hours, and I looked at the ceiling, and
Just
I
stick a
just,
load
like,
of JPEGs up there.
couldn't.
Just print a load of JPEGs out. They can be of anything.
Can you download a ceiling texture? And
Yeah.
Just, like,
Yeah.
Or maybe just go to Google, type in JPEGs, right? Like in inverted commas, so you get the good JPEGs, right? .jpegs. Just whatever you get, print them out.
Yeah.
Stick them up there.
Lovely.
Blue tack. Problem solved.
That'd be
Blue
nice.
tack. Loads of JPEGs.
What are those unique pictures called on the internet?
Unique pictures.
You know, the ones that people spend millions on.
Oh, NFTs.
NFTs.
Oh, get a load of
Get a
NFTs.
load of
print 'em out.
NFTs.
Get a load of NFTs.
Just buy a load of NFTs,
Get them up there.
print them out, get them up there.
Woo!
And then you can have your expensive fancy ceiling.
How much
Yeah.
do like Gen 2 iPads cost? Could I get like a load of iPads?
You could probably, get a load of
There's a
second-hand
Gen
iPads.
2?
Or like Gen
I
6
don't. I don't know.
Oh, they're on like
I
12,
know.
I
I
think.
know. I know shit about.
You could probably pin a load of
iPads.
old iPad, Gen 1 iPads up there. No worries. Actually, Gen 1's probably, they're probably
You could probably wallpaper
fancy.
the whole thing with the iPads. That'd be
I know.
sweet.
Yeah.
Or green screen the
Mm.
whole ceiling.
That's true.
Then you'd be on the moon.
We're going to have a feature wall.
Yep.
It's going to
Of
be
the
blue.
What's it going to feature?
Well, it's going to be a colour.
I see.
I'm opening my heart to colour.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I think
no,
I've been-
I am proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What
think I've
colour
been-
are you going for?
A dark blue. Well, that's a colour. That's real.
You said it knowing full well what you were doing.
No, it's true.
You delivered that
I think it's
dark
called like
blue.
with the setup of a joke.
I've got like 3 little
So
testers.
which wall is going to be dark blue?
The one that the podcast machine was on.
I see.
Yeah.
This is all nonsense to the people listening because they don't know where it was.
Yeah. So why did you ask?
Well, because I'm genuinely interested, but we should be talking about this off air. Really.
Sometimes we forget we're on a podcast.
You know, look, when you consider the people recording and our audience, at least now we can guarantee that one
Yeah.
person got something of use out of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
podcast.
Which we can't say for most
and that
of the
doesn't
podcasts.
happen most weeks for
No,
me.
exactly.
so-
That's
No, it's
good,
impossible.
that's good.
Yeah. But no, I'm excited. But I'm also kind of like I did reach a point where I was kind of screaming
Mm.
while sanding.
Well, that's probably why all the dust got in your mouth, isn't it? Screaming
Yeah.
away while
Yeah, you
sanding.
can't be screaming.
Shouldn't
Well,
be doing that.
You'd think to
You keep
yourself,
that. You
he
can't keep it zip shut.
You keep that mouth tight shut.
Yeah, but you'd think,
You'd think.
he can't possibly have. He was wearing a mask. It would be fine.
Mm.
Yeah,
but
but
that
so
is what that is what
They
I
are
was thinking.
99% effective.
I'm just saying, my lungs feel very heavy today. But
That sounds bad.
But maybe also, I kind of feel like bad like all the time anyway. So
Yeah,
maybe
that's
that's
true,
like
you do, yeah.
It could just be coincidence.
it could just be life now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a hell of an ecosystem down there.
Yeah.
In your lung.
Must be like ossified. Like it'd
But
be
you-
like
yeah.
Pompeii. That's
The
quite
good
nice,
news
yeah.
is you've soundproofed your lungs.
That's a good
You've
point.
soundproofed your lungs. So you know.
What?
Oh, I see.
I'm sorry.
Was he fucking with me?
It's kind of a joke.
It's like an
I
anti
didn't,
joke.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
I didn't care for that.
I don't care for that, no.
No, I didn't like that at all.
That joke, that's a joke at someone else's
Yeah.
expense.
Yeah.
No one likes
But
those.
no, especially when they're the victim.
And especially when it's you.
Anyway, fuck you, John.
But just for context, like when I finished sanding, which took a while, I had to do it in batches.
Yes.
I was utterly white from head to toe.
Good.
And I thought about taking a photo, thinking this would be funny.
Yeah.
And then I realised also there was nothing triumphant about this. And any dickhead who took a photo of himself, I'd be like, just get him a shower.
Yeah.
Like, don't be that guy.
Just yeah.
Plus, you weren't wearing any trousers.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it'd be impossible to tell at that point. And when I had to go in and like get the worst of it off, I'm not shitting you. It was like a millimeter, 2 millimeter deep of
Ooh.
just like white powder.
Lovely.
In
Yeah.
the
I mean, that
shower.
sounds
No,
not
in the room.
great.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
I was
was
going
like-
to say that could be sediment in the
It was
shower.
like an airlock. I was getting in and out like as quickly as possible. Yeah.
That sounds not ideal. To
Tell
be
you what
honest.
though,
Yeah.
plaster dust or
Yeah.
like polyfiller dust.
Mm.
Your hair, you look like a proper old
Oh,
man
yeah, I'm
makeup.
sure,
Your hair
yeah.
goes grey.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
But also, it's not the best styling.
Was it?
Oh
gel
yeah, no,
you
because I
could
use powder to make my hair.
Do you
have
really?
any
Yeah,
sort of
plaster
volume.
dust. Yeah.
I think it might be.
That's
yeah.
that's the brand name.
But it's
yeah.
called like it's not called Gorilla Glue because that's something else. But it's called like Gorilla Grip or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like it looks like a little salt and pepper shaker, and I go poop poop poop, and it's
Oh.
like powder lands on my hair,
Lovely.
and then I do that, and it stands
Done.
up and does
Ah,
stuff.
that's his secret.
It's my secret.
What's your secret, Chris Ray? 'Cause
I use something called matte paste.
Who's that?
Who's
what
my
an
barber? By Schwarzkopf.
Mr. Paste to you.
Mr. Paste. Oh, sorry, no, call me Matt. Mr. Paste was my father's name. It's Schwarzkopf matte paste.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Matte Paste.
If you
What
want-
do you use, John?
I don't.
Not you, because your hair's stronger than any
It is
substance known to
never.
man.
I went for a period of trying. I think when I got.
Delightful.
That was a burp. I think when I got married, on my wedding day, I was using. It's something called like Dr. Johnny's Chop Shop. Like
You
hard.
fuck you. You made that up.
Fuck
No,
you.
it's called for something.
No,
Dr.
fuck
Johnny's
you.
Mop Shop.
It's called for something like Chop Shop. Like, and it was like a hard.
Was it like a paste?
No, it was a liquid.
Oh.
So the
God.
point, like, you put it on and then comb and try and get it. I had a bit of.
Oh, so
like,
you wanted to put it in, whereas we're trying to go for hold and volume. You're trying to get it down.
My dude,
Yeah.
volume is not.
Now
an
you
issue
do
for
like
me.
looking at it
Yeah.
right now. You've got plenty already, and it's short.
Yeah, I've never been able to.
See, I'm the opposite. I want what you have. I want natural volume.
Volume.
If I don't do anything to this, it's just flat to my head, like it's been painted on. It's fucking garbage.
Yeah, but
I
like,
didn't like my hair on my wedding day Nobody else notices.
Nope.
Okay.
But I look at it and I think, it could have been better.
Yeah, I didn't love my hair on my wedding
Yeah.
day. 'Cause it's all like,
Yeah,
no.
I don't
To
entirely.
everyone else, it looks exactly the same.
Yep. Because we
Yeah,
always
it
to
did.
me.
It did look exactly. What was wrong with it?
I could point it out to you. I'd have to have the picture
well,
in
fine.
front
I guess
of me.
I don't
but
care that much.
I-
but, like,
To me, I thought, it could have looked better. But that's just
Yeah.
me.
no, I mean,
You know.
I think you look great.
Thank you.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Everyone turned out fine. Yeah.
The photos are good.
We just don't
That's
care.
the main thing.
That's the problem. We don't
You know.
care. None of us care about each other's hair.
No, and nobody knows. Maybe that's a lesson for all of us that nobody else cares about your hair as much as you do.
If that's all you take away from the podcast today, listener,
That is something. Yeah.
that's something, isn't it?
You know?
I feel like I'm having my reconnaissance.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, what? You're getting into your hair?
just in general. I think I catch myself in the mirror and I'm like, you know what, John?
Fuck,
You're
what a
doing
fidget.
all right.
It took like 38 years, but it's not bad.
I think
Yeah.
that about my face, body, dick, button, balls.
My dick
sometimes.
button ball. Yeah.
But I don't ever think about it for my hair. My hair is a constant disappointment to me.
Interesting.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah.
It's always bad.
It's very moral here that nobody is happy.
Maybe.
Oh, I think we already knew that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
life, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know. Now
So
what?
what do we?
Ooh, nice bit of dead air there. That was
it's-
good.
Yeah, it's good.
now
never,
what?
it's never happened before.
We're all just sitting here thinking, going,
Just like,
oh god,
oh, fuck, I hate my hair.
we're all just, oh no,
Oh, that got a bit real.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should call it here.
This is it. We finally stopped talking.
This is going to be our first kind of sub-hour episode.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a good record to aim
I
for.
guess we could get into the hates.
Let's get into the hate.
Yeah.
I've got
It
hate.
saves actually thinking about our problems.
We've talked about AI on here before,
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
but there's a new product in town,
Oh,
and it's called, get this.
Here we go.
Jesus.
Here's the pitch.
Here we go.
Friend.
What?
Friend.
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 Oh,
It's not capitalised,
Oh,
so
friend.
it's all lowercase. Friend.
Oh,
And when you see it written down, it looks very friendly. Right?
Yeah.
Friend.
I already hate it.
Yep. So do I. I hate this bit I'm doing as well. It's a necklace,
Oh,
right?
no.
And it looks like a little white teardrop, probably about 2 inches.
This already
tall.
sounds shit.
Comes in other colours, don't worry.
Oh,
Cord
that's all right.
around your neck. The middle of the teardrop is a button, and when you press it, it lights up.
I'm kind of picturing a Tamagotchi, but is it not that charming?
No screen on it. Not
Okay.
charming. Not charming at all. More Apple tech than charming.
Okay.
Okay, so very trying to be techie, but also trying to be organic.
Kind of soulless.
Kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Press it, and it glows, right? And
Okay.
it's listening when you press it.
I see.
But here's the thing: it's listening all the time,
Okay.
as well as that. But that's
Okay.
when you want to address it personally.
Mm.
What happens is you press the button, and you go. Let's say you're on your own, right? Let's say you're.
And let's be honest, if you're wearing one of
If you,
these,
you probably
probably
are.
are,
Yeah.
That was basically going to be the crux of my whole thing, but yeah. So
Sorry.
let's say you're on your own. No, it's fine. And you're sat moping about that boy at school that doesn't fancy you.
Yes.
Right. So you just press it, and you just go. Oh, I love Cody. I wish Cody would notice me.
He's such a dreambug.
He's such a dreamboat,
Yeah,
is Cody.
I love
Yeah.
him.
Even though whenever I hear the name Cody, I think of a dog for some reason. But anyway,
I think of my favourite Gillingham player.
there you go. Let's combine those together into a hairy Gillingham player. Right.
Oh, Cody McDonald. Jills.
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 I wish Cody would notice me. You press the button, right, to say that to your friend, right?
friend.
A couple of seconds later, your
What
phone
is-
will ping.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
You've got a text
no,
message.
no,
You've
no,
got a text message
no,
from a friend.
no, no.
From
And
Cody.
he says, "Oh, cheer up, mate. What's getting you down?" You press the necklace again. Blim. Oh, it's just Cody. He just doesn't notice me at school. Bling. Text message.
Wait, texts.
Texts.
They're texts.
They're texts.
Why can't the thing speak and just go?
I guess because that would
I
be
think.
like a speaker and all that shit in the
Because-
thing.
because-
Whereas they want it to be small.
Because that's really hard.
It's
This-
hard.
Yeah.
But also, I genuinely think, and this is the thing I hate most about it, and I hate everything about it, right?
God.
I think it wants to text. I think that was part of the idea of the
Yeah.
brief. It was like, what if it texted you? Isn't that fun? Because we all text each other, don't we? And it's like, no.
No.
We don't all text each other because we love texting. We text each other because we can't all be in each other's presence 24 hours a day. And also, I
Sure.
wouldn't want to be. Sometimes I just want to say to one of you, here's a funny meme.
Yeah.
I don't want to text
I
you.
largely
It's just-
communicate through memes now.
Well, true. This
You know.
can't do that, by the way, interestingly.
Forget it then.
Wait, so you brought up like, oh man, I wish Cody.
I wish Cody would notice me. I'm feeling sad.
But it's not just for people who are like, man,
Moping.
I wish Cody would notice me.
Anyone to speak to.
No, yeah, it's a companion. That's the idea.
But it can only communicate.
Great work.
Sorry, everyone. Chris Ray just rolled bottles of
Don't worry, I can
cans of
stay there
beer
for now.
across the room.
Oh, he's trying to anyway. He's making a right hack of it. That's never going to
Got
land.
it. I'm rolling Heineken.
Thank
So
you.
the idea is that it basically offers you kind of platitude support.
Empty.
Yes,
Platitudes
the
is what you're trying to
emptiest,
say.
arguably, because not only is it just a large language model, obviously, so it's not. There's no mind or intelligence behind it. What kind of comfort can this thing really offer you? You know, think of a scenario, right? You're on your own.
Yeah.
You don't have a mate to talk to. Think of a scenario where you'd want someone to talk to you.
Oh man, I really shouldn't have had that last Jaeger bomb. I don't really know this city, and I'm feeling kind of like a bit scared, and like I can't really find my hotel.
Blim.
Blim.
Yeah.
Don't worry, mate. You'll probably be all right.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
It's like, oh, can you give me directions to the nearest hotel? Nah.
The crime rate here is only 1 in every 5 hours.
Crime rate is up 95% today.
Oh, like
Muggings are up an extraordinary 300%.
Yeah. Have you thought about investing in Samsung?
I've only just met these people, and like I'm a long way from home, and I'm feeling kind of like scared. But
Yeah.
they're offering me like some pills. Like, what should I do? Bing, just take them, mate. It'll be
Yeah,
all right.
just-
Yeah.
Blim, take the pills, buddy.
Pills are known to increase mood.
Yeah. Are you? Wait, Blim. Are you sure I should take the pills? Blim. Definitely take the pills. Don't be a square.
Yeah.
It's just like I kind of feel like I'm maybe trapped in like a spiral of like kind of maybe like self-destruction. And I'm just chasing like empty gratification in the hope of finding a connection. No, it's all right, mate. It's fine.
Yeah, you're good, mate. You got me.
Yeah, no, nothing a drink won't.
Why do you keep offering drugs and drink? Yeah, that's it.
Oh, it does
That's the whole.
sound
That's the
lame,
whole
though.
fucking thing.
Nick, here's a question for you.
And yeah,
Here's a question for you. Have there not been like shitty chatbots for like a really long time?
That's a great
John?
question.
shut your stupid anti-tech Luddite mouth and listen to me.
Okay, that's
No,
a fair...
fuck you, John.
Oh, no, that's a fair
No,
point.
fuck
yeah.
you. Right, oh, I've got
Yeah.
to sit at my fucking computer and talk to a chatbot. That's like 2 years ago, you bellend.
I'll
But-
type out this.
Two?
I'll type out this message and hope it replies with something coherent.
Oh, there's an app that I can get on my phone.
Stop living in the
Bullshit.
past, John.
Stop living in the past, John. An app? Apps are yesterday's juice.
But like, surely the whole
Application.
point of having like a widget that you can press around your neck, it then texts you.
It texts you, John, because kids use
What
text.
would you have it do, John?
Well,
rather than
talk
text?
back to you.
No.
Talk back
Talking.
Yeah.
with an attitude.
Talking's for pricks. Like us.
Yeah,
Like-
Doing it now.
Yeah, with his product.
but like,
Would you not rather get a WhatsApp so you don't have to actually say something out loud?
yeah, but
I
why
honestly
why
think-
can't I just write to the robot rather than it?
What, with a quill?
I have to
What do you
speak-
want, a quill, John?
I have to
I'll send my
speak
carrier
to it.
pigeon to take this to the mobile.
So I have to carry the social stigma of talking into my off-brand Tamagotchi.
but it's not so you're on your own.
And then it has the privacy of texting me back. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
have to sound like a dickhead. in
Here's the
public.
worst bit. It'll text you sometimes unprompted.
oh no.
So
buddy.
I might be chatting to you or you. We'd be on this podcast, right? And it's hearing everything we're talking about. And it might just go blim, and I'll just look at my phone and it'll be like, hey, Nick, that was a funny joke.
I mean, that would be pretty cool. But the thing is,
Something that always has your back. It's
if
like
it
a
can-
little comedy wingman.
my side issue, I suppose, with this is if it can hear you all the time. And let's be honest, everything's listening to us all the time because we get targeted ads for
That's
things
true.
we talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Surely this thing is going to try and take advantage of lonely people and say,
Yes.
hey, it sounds like you like fucking, I don't know, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Why not buy all her discography right
Yes.
now?
I could download it now for you.
And all
just
the
to touch
limited
the button.
edition stuff and buy tickets for her concert.
Yeah, blim, you sound like a bit of a nerd.
Yeah.
Do you want to watch the next season of House of the Dragon?
Yeah.
You know, that
It's
sort of thing.
available now.
It's
for a-
available now on, I don't know,
If
fucking
you subscribe to
Cyber
Now TV
Hawk.
at a low cost of $14.99 per hour.
Yeah.
But given that, like, because if you're like, oh man, I really wish there was someone I could watch the season finale of House of the Dragon
Yeah.
with.
We're not sponsored by House
And
of
then
the Dragon, I
you're
swear.
get it on Prime, I guess.
I
No, I think it's
like
Sky
HBO.
Atlantic.
Sky Atlantic, HBO, probably.
whatever. Right.
Prime time, 9
Yeah.
p.m. Get it tonight.
But given that they are,
Get
It's
it
al-
now.
it's always-
Pause this and buy it now.
Don't listen to this fucking shit.
but given that it's always just a large language model,
Always.
I think someone described it as like their word calculators.
Yeah, that's a good way of
But
putting
they
it.
also get it wrong like 85% of the time.
Maybe more.
So it's not like, oh, I get to sit down with my digital friend and watch my favorite TV show. It's like, no, you get to sit down with a person who is the equivalent of Reddit for the thing you're reading.
Yeah.
Because its opinions it gives you will be the most average opinion.
Yeah, or
of a
probably
thing.
just like we said earlier, like platitudes. It's probably just always going to be like positive.
Yeah.
Which will probably get really fucking annoying really quickly.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, that was a really funny joke, Nick. Hey, wasn't that cool when you did that Oliver on the skateboard? You know, it's just like, yeah, I get it, dude.
Yeah,
I get it,
yeah, it's
friend.
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I'm really cool.
Well, Chris Ray, you're a fan of the Star Wars.
Oh yes.
Yeah, big fan.
The Star Wars.
Space skirmish.
But if you were like, man, I don't want to subject my wife, who I love dearly, to another subpar.
To yet another
Product.
and I'll very much let you know when I get there. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, when that point arrives. So you're like, I'm going to watch like the season finale of
Solo.
Here we go.
Star Wars Skeleton Crew.
Oh, what a pull!
That's a thing.
That's new. That's
not
coming
out
soon.
Yeah, with my good friend.
Friend.
But the thing you're talking to,
Yeah.
because it's going to go formulate conversation about Star Wars,
What
and
if-
it will look at Wikipedia.
Yes.
You'll be having a conversation with Wikipedia,
Yeah.
Jesus.
and you'll go
Christ.
like, "Huh, I really like that lightsaber," and it will just be like, "Huh, did you know
Did you know?
that Wookiees invented lightsabers in AD 742B?"
What if it
Yeah.
delivered it in a bit like correcting you sort of way? It's like, actually, Chris, that
actually,
isn't a
Chris,
lightsaber.
you
That's
prick.
actually a blaster. You fucking better.
Yeah,
in the
that's-
Star Wars Grey timeline, Wookiees
That's actually the
don't
dark
exist.
saber that was created by the Mandalorians.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, right. Then another side issue with this. What if something's on the you're watching the telly because you're lonely in that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it
Inevitably.
picks that up and it starts saying, I did what's something on telly that could also be a
Well, it could be
question or
like you're watching a
instruction.
crime procedural, right?
Yeah.
And someone goes,
Where did you hide the body?
Yeah, and it could go.
It
"Blip."
goes, the body
you-
has been hidden.
Did you hide a body? I really don't think you should have done that, Nick.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that could get you in trouble with the police.
Yeah. And then it spirals from there.
Yeah.
They go, we've seen these text conversations you've been having with your friend. And
I'm
it,
going
and
to
it,
send
and
the
it, and
text
it sounds to
transcripts
me
to the
like you're
police.
very guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sending these to
Well,
the police.
they say that like
Could happen.
there's that like thought experiment where they're like, if you had to dispose of a body at 2 a.m., which of your friends would you call upon?
Oh.
And I
Yeah.
guess the question is, would the friend
He'd be very supportive. of
help
it.
you dispose of a body, or would
It's
that
like-
little Judas be calling the police?
How could you ever trust it?
Yeah,
If it's got the Wi-Fi wireless capability to make a text appear on your phone, which to be honest kind of sounds a bit like magic already. Like it could contact anyone with a text.
I just can't believe they didn't put a fucking speaker in it and give it a voice, because that just seems so shit.
It's wild to me because I think it was very deliberate. I think the idea was to make it text because texting's cool.
Tell you what though,
But then it would need to have a voice, and then the voice would be the same voice as every other friend. Whereas
interesting.
this is a unique friend.
You could hear your own voice.
So
in your
which
mind.
company stole Scarlett Johansson's voice recently?
Oh,
was that
yeah.
was it one of the big ones?
That
was that
did
Google?
happen. I don't know.
there was something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was.
It was a big company.
as an AI.
I think it
wasn't
might have been Meta.
Was it Meta?
I don't know.
Probably
anyway.
Meta. I mean, like, just pick.
There's only a handful. You have to
let's
pick.
throw a dart at one
Yeah,
of the
exactly.
scumbag companies. There's been like a slew of these like really shit AI, like an AI genie in your pocket gadget.
devices.
There was the Rabbit
R1.
R1, which a lot of people are saying is basically a scam.
Yeah.
And there was that other one, which was like a badge you'd
yeah,
wear.
the humane AI pin.
And this one, and it's like a little digital like device, and you put like a big magnet under your shirt.
Oh yeah.
And the magnet is the battery pack.
Sure.
And one of the biggest criticisms is that people have said, now it's quite good. It's not quite as good as they say it is. The battery life isn't good. One thing I will say is it gets obscenely hot.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
cannot begin to describe how hot
Burning.
this
But that
thing
could be a
gets.
plus because you could cook an egg on your chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is that.
And
Yeah,
like,
sweet
and if,
tan as well.
and if you were
Yeah.
like driving through
well.
like a Siberian snowfield,
Yeah.
and you know like you crash your Humvee,
Sure.
and you're freezing
Oh.
to death in a snowbank, and your friend
Yeah.
Friend?
the greatest gift your friend could give you
Yeah.
is could go for you, Nick, and then it commits like digital suicide.
It sets
And
itself
for,
on fire.
and for 2 hours, like its battery burns
Yeah.
like
like a supernova.
You just cut through the snow like a
a
knife.
uranium
Yeah.
rod.
I will die for you, Nick.
I
Let
ascend
me-
to
let-
digital heaven.
Tell
will-
the people what I did for you here today.
I will burn bright like a star for you, Nick.
Yeah, cool. Whatever. Do not forget me, Nick. I won't download. Your friend.
Yeah, just get a spare one out of the box.
Download end of transmission.
The ultimate sacrifice. Nick.
That was something a friend would do, though.
To be
Yeah.
fair, if it does that, I'm kind of back in.
Yeah. The thing is, like, most of the people I would consider genuinely close friends would probably also call me like a wanker.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like in that time of.
Here's the thing, like most of the time, if I've left my phone alone for a couple of hours, my
Yeah.
biggest dread is lifting up that thing and seeing texts on there, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, right, I've got to fucking respond to these, Jesus Christ. If they were...
Oh, yeah, my text admin's awful.
Yeah, mine's really bad as well. I will prioritize human beings over a made-up robot guy. So if I pick up my phone after 2 hours, because I've been wearing my friend all day, and I've got a text from you, Chris, and I've got a text from you, John.
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Ha, Chris, that's a funny meme." I'll reply to that.
That
Lol,
is
lol, smiley face.
Yeah.
John sent me another picture of his dick. Lol, smiley face.
Yeah.
And then I'll just clear that fucking friend one because I know it's not a fucking person. So there's no point in me reading
But
it.
will the friend say,
Clear.
"Hey, does the friend follow up?
Does he get really angry?
Does he go? I'm just checking you got my last message."
delete?
Yeah, delete.
Hey, Nick,
Hi, Nick.
we were going to play Wordle together.
Yeah.
I noticed you didn't turn up to our 5 p.m. What's that about?
Yeah.
Delete?
Not sure if my last message sent. Lol.
delete?
Yeah.
Well, that's weird, Nick. It seems like my last 4 messages went straight into your recycling bin. That's kind of odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
Command : commit seppuku. I'll burn bright for you, Nick. Fuck off. Another one down.
But presumably, you wouldn't need to reply to other texts because if you have one of these, you don't have actual friends.
This is the funny thing is that in the advert for it, because
Yeah.
it's a video ad,
They're
which
hanging
is-
out with
which
their
is how I know
friends.
about it. Yeah, they're all with their mates.
Bollocks.
And at one point, they're in a pub, and one of them presses it while talking to their mates.
Why would you do
As
that?
if it's another mate around the table.
Nobody's doing that.
Nobody's
doing that.
Nobody be doing that.
Yeah, but when it's like that's all good at like 10 p.m. But when it's like 4:13,
And you're off your mash on ecstasy
like
pipes.
you're
yeah.
off your mash on ecstasy pipes, and things are getting ugly in like an alley in Scunthorpe. You know,
You've already been stabbed
the
twice.
friend isn't gonna like.
Yeah.
Defend me, friend.
Yeah, that's not gonna give you like a Glasgow wristwatch. Right,
It's not going to do like a Matrix where it downloads Kung Fu into your brain.
Yeah,
It's like, oh fuck, I know
imagine
Kung
that.
Fu now.
Oh,
That's the one thing
that's coming.
it actually can do that. Yeah, that's
that's
the one
gonna
thing
be
it
sweet.
can do. But
like
it's only judo.
friend.
Friend.
There's not a chance that people are taking this thing to the pub and sort of saying, "Hey, let's see what Fwen thinks." Not a chance.
Do you get to name it to be your own name? So you'd have to call it friend.
Bazzy Pete.
Yeah.
I'd probably
Well,
go
if it was
for
like Bazzy
It's always
Pete.
Bazzy
Yeah.
Pete.
yeah.
I saw an anecdote about how a tech CEO
Here we go.
was
It's a bad start,
using
John.
this as an example of a good thing that their AI
I don't think it
buddy
is.
had done. It wasn't Fwend, but some kind of
Fwend.
some kind of AI thing you can fucking talk to. Some woman, like a user, said like, my dog is like really like sick. What do I do? And the AI basically was like,
Take it to a vet.
you should euthanize your dog.
Oh God!
And the AI was like, this is the kindest thing to do.
Surely not.
And this person was like, no, I feel very uncomfortable about this. And then a few
Yeah.
days later, as the dog's condition deteriorated, they eventually made the very difficult decision
Yeah.
to put the dog down.
God.
And then they thanked the AI or whatever. And this like tech CEO was like, irony free, just listing this as like a great example of what AI can do for you.
But Wikipedia could do that for you.
Yeah, or a vet.
Yeah.
Or just
But AI isn't intelligence.
No.
Oh,
It's compositing articles online.
That's
the only
I could look
reason-
that. You could look that up.
Yeah.
You could
The
look
only
that
reason it
up.
suggested
Asian.
Euthanasia.
euthanasia.
Yeah.
Thank you. Got there in the end. Is because it will have referenced an article about late care of a dog's condition. So it's
Oh.
like you could look up that same source
Yeah.
material and come to the same conclusion. It's just skipped a couple of steps.
But it's also like, for all you know, if a relevant article it finds is that like, just feed your dog bleach,
Yeah.
and it will be better.
Better.
at-
Put it underneath. Put it underneath a slightly rickety chandelier and cut a rope.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a
Your
good one.
dog will not be in pain anymore.
Anymore. Chandeliers kill instantaneously.
like
They're well known for it. Chandeliers.
clean and painless.
You just need to buy a crystal glass chandelier.
Ordering.
Shall I order
crystal
that
glass.
for you now? It will just be $1,100.
Bonus, you can ride the rope up to the rafters when you do it. like a swashbuckler.
Playing 3 Musketeers for inspiration.
Just at the end, you aha!
On guard.
Oh god,
Christ alive! I mean,
I can only imagine this thing being actually used by people who have no actual friends.
I know, this is the funny thing, is that the sort of, like, the way it's marketed and the reality of how it will be used are two very different scenarios. And you've got all these beautiful people hanging out in, like, LA bars and on the beach and on, like, rooftops looking out over New York or whatever, which is what the ad's like.
Yeah.
And the reality will be, sadly, very sad, lonely people alone in, like, filthy apartments talking to a necklace.
But
If I was in the pub with you and we were all going, ha ha ha, yeah. So anyway, then I said to the guy, no, get out of here before I break your fucking legs. And we all laugh.
yeah, we would.
And then you go, let's see what friend thinks about this. I would leave. I would get up immediately and I would
I'm
leave.
done with this friendship. This is over.
I'd be like, no, that's me.
How much will a friend set you back?
$99.
Jesus.
Really?
Yeah.
Only?
Only, yeah. Which is low for tech, but high for everything else.
High for what it is.
Yes, exactly.
$99?
$99.
That makes me think it's a bit shit.
This is what I mean about it not having a speaker, not having a display. Like, it's this really basic little thing. Like, and I guess probably what you're paying for will be I don't know whether it's Wi-Fi or 3G chip, like a sort of fucking, what's it called, SIM card thing, which you probably have to buy separately. It'll have a slot for that. You plug that in. That's all it does.
I feel that's kind of that price point. In a weird way, would I respect them more? If you said that's like $600,
I mean, that'd be wild.
I'd be like, okay, it's a stupid, overpriced product for people who don't know any better. But like, 99?
I think the worrying thing about 99 is that I feel like more people might buy it.
Yeah.
And that's bad, I think, in a way, because I think that it's we've talked before about how AI is like replacing things, that humans do, but this is straight up replacing human beings and like straight up replacing it's not going to do a good job of it, but it's like the brief, the label on the tin is to replace human friendships. That's the point of it.
But it's like solving a problem that doesn't exist.
Yes.
Which is like 99% of AI marketing at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, fuck me, this Google Gemini shit.
Oh yes, I keep seeing that.
I keep getting ads for that, yeah.
Gemini is here. It's like, okay,
what
is that?
But I do a Google search now.
What is Gemini?
Well,
it's interesting.
It's
You
the
should
future.
ask.
It's the future.
That's what you need to know.
But it's like you can't do Google searches. Google's been ruined.
Google's awful.
It's
really
garbage.
bad. I need to stop using it. I don't know why I keep fucking using it.
You need to find like an alternative. Because you Google something now, and an AI will write you like 100-word summary of a thing you asked,
and it'll be wrong.
It's like, good God, how to stop the bleeding?
Yeah,
and it'll be like,
you tell that to Google. Good God, how to stop the bleeding?
Casualty is the UK, emergency services department.
Yeah, and also a popular TV series. Would you like to find out more about the TV series?
Playing season 1 of Casualty
from 1986.
Yeah, one of the best. I know. Again, it was said by a tech commentator. And it's terrible because I can't remember his name. It was something cool like Ed Zircon.
If only I had I had a device I could ask that would text me the answer.
Friend, who said this?
Friend, who said this quote?
It was Ed Zircon. You were right, John. You're a great guy and I love you.
Oh, thanks, friend.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I've ordered 3 copies of the entire Casualty box set.
No way. No.
And a permanent unsubscribable subscription to his magazine.
Casualty Online.
But he said...
BBC Casualty.
But he said, and I'm quoting fictional tech commentator Ed Zircon, he said, the problem with AI is that it smells like the future, it doesn't taste like the future.
Oh, he sounds very wise.
So everyone's going, it's futuristic. It's AI. So
I know we talk about AI a fair amount at the moment, but I really don't get it. I don't get what it does beyond basically reading out what I could look at with my own eyes.
It's
like a speaker.
It's like a summary device.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Well, the problem is they kind of it peaked the moment everyone had a smartphone and Google.
Yeah.
Because there is no problem on earth that you cannot Google and get a quicker result than asking a fucking Game Boy Color
that also gets it wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, don't bring a Game Boy Color into this. Yeah. Game Boy Color is a far better piece of kit.
Why would you buy? Because Nick has on his desk, and I was going to say an analog calculator. It's not an analog calculator, but he has a physical device with physical buttons that has one purpose: to calculate numbers.
Sure. Clicky, clicky, clacky.
Why would you buy a calculator that is only right 67% of the time.
Yeah, but how would it know it's only right 67% of the time?
Because, John, when
Does
it's
it can't
right,
calculate?
it's right 100% of the time.
Yeah,
67%.
Yeah.
67%.
Yeah.
It's 100% right.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
so like most AIs are basically just word calculators.
Which are wrong some of the time.
You go like, how do I cure like diabetic shock? And it will go like, you can eat bark to cure most insulin crashes. It's like, cheers, buddy.
Most, but not all.
And it's like, that's a lie.
Yeah.
That is...
Have you
I found this on the Lie website.
Have you tried playing a couple of rounds of basketball with your diabetic friend?
Physical exertion can cure most medical issues. I'm fairly certain that's not right for him.
He's got a broken leg, mate.
I think you're wrong.
Just play the damn basketball, John.
Just play casualty for me, for fuck's sake.
Why would such an expensive product lie to me?
I feel like that's the tagline, right? That's why people buy these things. Why would such an expensive product lie to me?
Yeah.
I
It
feel like
must
the
be
most-
good because it's expensive.
The most and only impressive thing I got AI to do is write up a interview I did in rap. Which was great. Literally in seconds, it just
utterly
came up with a
useless.
rap based on the interview.
Yeah, useless.
Useless, but fun.
Yeah, fun.
I didn't use it.
And what could you have used it
Why
for?
would you have used it?
I could have published it on the website.
What's the context in which that would have come up?
It's
It
more
was,
than
it was a
useless.
student graduate case study. 'Cause I
Right,
work at
and you wanted
a
to,
cool
like-
town university.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I was just writing it up. I just thought, this will be fun. So I said, write this up as a rap, and it did.
Great.
And that was great.
Was it a good rap?
It was fine.
It's a fine rap.
Yeah, that's the only good thing I've managed to get AI to do for me.
Apropos of nothing,
Yeah.
just bringing this up. Literally, I guess my job
I guess
guess.
I guess my job required that I write a rap
Yeah.
Yeah,
as
you've literally
sung-
written a rap recently.
as sung by 5 aquatic mythical beings
Sure.
in a story that we did.
That's something
Yeah.
John did.
That's something
Like
that's
for, his,
happened.
for work.
That was like my job.
Yeah.
I'm 38.
Yeah.
That was like weird.
You wrote a mermaid rap.
Yeah.
well, that's fun.
Hey, speaking of hates,
Oh.
I'm going to jump in here because I think mine
yeah.
is
Does
it's
it
not a
dovetail?
bad leaping off point.
Dovetail.
So I think I hate.
You think you hate.
I think I hate productivity fetishism.
Oh.
Oh, that's good words.
By which I mean,
You sound like a writer, not now.
so
What is a productivity fetish?
well, okay. Here's the thing for you, right? I've been as I said earlier, I'm developing a new office. That's going to be my
Oh, yes.
ideal working space,
Developing is grand.
and I've found some coolish YouTube channels which are
Coolish.
presenting me.
This isn't very convincing, John. You said you think you hate, and this is coolish.
well,
Borderline cool.
they are presenting me
Yeah.
with some cool
Oh.
office tech
I see.
that I'm considering purchasing.
Oh.
He's on the
because
edge.
we're at the point of being paid, and I want to.
I got to get paid.
I
You've
wanna-
got to treat yourself.
I want to spend some of my hard-earned money because,
Yeah.
good God, I need money,
Yes.
and I
Money.
Don't we all?
please
Money it is.
so much. I would like to get paid.
Money it is, sir.
Money, yeah.
Very good, sir. Very good choice.
But
What would you like this evening, sir? I want my money.
Money. For the sir. Very good
Yeah.
choice.
so I found this YouTube channel
Oh, yes.
of a dude who has built, in his own words, the ideal home office setup.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
words for a
And
small man.
And all his videos, strange, baffling words from a small man.
Yeah.
All his videos are about his incredible home office setup.
Oh,
Wow.
good for him.
So he's
Very good for
as a channel, he makes very slick videos reviewing like an incredible keyboard he's
Oh,
bought.
sure.
You know, so he's big into like the tech porn.
So hang on, I'll hold you there. So Big Loser.
Well, why would a loser be making videos about
Oh, you make a good point.
a keyboard?
You
know?
make a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's,
I am
he's
gonna
wearing
steal-
his wearing his teardrop frame.
I'm gonna steal it.
So there's
It's
an
lunch money.
there's an element of I was like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Mm.
We've talked on previous episodes about how I don't know what I like as a person.
Sure.
I don't know how to enjoy my downtime. I don't know what
No.
to spend money on.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I might engage in some gross capitalism and buy some cool things to improve my life.
Yeah.
So I'm learning a little bit from his videos.
Yeah.
I've made some notes. However, I've discovered, and he is not alone, there is like a branch of the internet where people will make quite gushing videos
Oh yes.
about how to increase your
Productivity.
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 So like,
you want to increase your productivity?
so for example, imagine like the clickbaity headline, This one gadget can improve your productivity.
Question marks?
mark. It's always a question mark.
Double your productivity.
Double?
Radical, just unprovable statements.
I'm already at maximum productivity.
Yeah.
I'd
But I
love
work
to know.
24 hours a day.
Yeah.
I don't sleep.
So here's the thing. So it could be like, I got this cool extra screen for my desk, and my productivity went through the roof.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
I got this AI assistant, and my productivity went through the roof.
Whoa.
I got a
Whoa.
keyboard that's in my pocket
So
all the time.
I was thinking to myself, man, this guy,
That'd be sweet.
he's making videos. He makes a lot of videos about increasing productivity.
Interesting.
Ergo, his time must be really valuable.
Yeah.
I wonder what he does with that time.
What does he do with that time, John?
And well, here's the thing. One of he's like all these products increasing productivity. One of them was like this amazing it's like a keyboard, but it's also kind of like a sound mixing thing. It's got all these cool like dials and knobs, and you can like just you can mix
Knobs.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, you can just mix music right there. You know,
You could do that.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he had an incredible keyboard. It looked like something out of like Space 1999, and it had like I shit you not, like these two. They look like engine, like jet engines on the side of the keyboard. And I was like, what the fuck are they? They're fidget spinners.
Oh.
You can just detach them from your keyboard and have like a cool spinner thing.
Is that cool?
Because that increases your
That
productivity.
increases productivity.
Is that cool?
And this is when I was. This is when.
that cool?
This is when my internal asshole just started like that little red light just started flashing. I was like, oh no. And it's like all this chuff, and I was like, God, this guy, his job must be really important because he has to squeeze.
He's making videos, putting them on the internet.
He's got to squeeze every second out of the day.
Yeah.
And he talks about like this incredible fucking pointless gimmick I've just bought makes sound engineering like a doddle, and I'm like, oh,
He's a sound
he
engineer.
must be a sound engineer.
Sure.
That's why he's got an incredible. And then in the next breath, he's like, I don't know the first thing about sound engineering.
Oh.
That's why today's sponsor is this tutorial site.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see where this is going.
And then I realized, wait, so this guy's he doesn't. All he does, his life, his job, is making videos.
yeah.
About his incredible home office setup.
Which he uses
To
to
make
make videos.
About
his home office
and then he gets
setup.
sponsored by someone to
But
put
then
their
he'll get
product
sponsored
in his
yeah,
setup.
for a product for something he doesn't do.
Yeah.
Like, for example, sound engineering. But it looks nice on his desk.
Yeah.
So he'll make a video about that, but then in the same breath admit that he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Because all he does is make videos about his home office setup.
So he made like a compelling enough case for buying like a tiny screen, like a really weird dimension, like it's like 5 inches wide screen,
Like a letterbox.
Why?
like a letterbox, that could go on your desk.
Why?
Well,
Why?
he
Listen
made
to this.
he made a case of being like, you could have like a passive application down there, like your mailbox or your music player.
But you can just minimize the window.
You could just minimize the window. That is also an option. Yeah.
I could accept, like, maybe having a little, because I like my keyboard's got like music controls on the keyboard, like at the top, so I can like pause, rewind, turn volume up just from keyboard hotkeys.
Oh.
Which is convenient.
Sure.
So if you don't have that, you could have a little screen just for controlling music alongside whatever shit you're doing. I guess I could accept.
So
that.
okay.
Also, could your phone?
But again,
true.
He's like, and his gimmick is, this increased productivity by like 4,000%.
4,000%.
And I just
having
want
something else to play with increased my productivity.
I just want to raise a glass to the top comment on that video, which was like, and this one comment was just, if you think a screen can increase your productivity, then my dude, you have bigger problems than this. But like, so to use this guy as a whipping boy for a greater problem, this is very much like a tech fetishist Silicon Valley.
You always want more productivity, more time
productivity. This is the guys who are like, I don't eat for 4 days.
No,
fasting is a big thing.
Yeah,
because apparently your brain gets sharper when you're dying.
That's bollocks.
So
that's bollocks.
Tech bros in Silicon Valley, they won't eat. You got to start small.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to eat for a day. Then you train up, and you're like 2 days, 3 days.
Just to get slightly sharper brain.
Yeah, I'm on my 5th day of fasting.
Right.
And this is where you'll get
I'm not
like,
sure your brain's very sharp when you pass out from hunger.
well, I
Make a
mean,
good point there.
we've never tried it. Maybe you get your best ideas just before you enter.
Do they
you
still
know.
have like coffee and cigarettes?
Well, here's the thing: you got to have your coffee,
Gotta have your
but not
coffee.
just any coffee, dickhead. You can have a shotgun coffee,
Now that butter.
which is butter and espresso
Fuck me.
in a glass. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like a
I'll try it.
pat of butter and a shot of coffee.
I'll try it.
So they're like productivity.
This is wild.
And I feel this is every fucking AI device. Every fucking AI device is like,
Productivity.
you will save, these gadgets will save you 2 seconds in every minute.
Yeah.
And
then
I'm like-
you add those up, and you've got like maybe an extra minute in a day.
And I'm like, my sweet summer child. Like, I am a very busy person. We're all busy people. Even I, and I think my time is precious. Fuck am I going to do with an extra minute a day? No one's time is that precious. No human being on the
But also,
planet.
we're focusing on the wrong thing, aren't we? Because it's like it's all about work. It's all about getting more work into the day.
Yeah.
I would love to A, be lazier, and B, have more time
Yeah.
to be lazy. I'm not very good at being lazy.
Yeah.
But like, because I'm always thinking about a thing I should be doing when I'm actually trying to relax. But
Yeah.
like, the end of the day, I think we should be thinking more about like chilling the fuck out,
Yes.
not trying to get more work into the
Yeah.
fucking day.
So, right.
Okay.
The guy is saying you need to increase your productivity
Got to increase your productivity.
Gotta
to
Got it.
earn more money.
Well, they don't say that, but I think that's the implication.
Okay. But then you're spending your money on things to make you more productive.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what's
They're
the
quite
po-
expensive as well.
Yeah, so what's the point in getting this money just to spend it on something that will make you slightly more productive when you already
Because then you'll be even more productive.
But will you be more productive to
I bet-
earn money to like? So let's say you were the same level of productive as you've always been, but you
Yeah.
haven't bought all that stuff. You'd probably be richer
Yeah.
because you haven't had to fork out on all this stuff to make you more productive.
Well,
Yes.
no, you couldn't possibly be
Or-
richer. Because
or-
And you might not die from drinking butter. There's that as
Well,
well.
I guess
You won't be very productive when you're dead.
eventually you kind of collapse into like a white hot singularity of wankery,
Yeah.
where it's
Yeah,
like
correct.
I have achieved peak productivity, and fuck me, I have nothing
But it costs
to do or
cost
say.
me $500,000
yeah.
to be this productive.
Yeah.
But you're,
And I'd
you're,
have
this-
I'd have earned that just by being the same level of productive as I was in the first place.
you're a white hot Ouroboros of maximum productivity but nothing to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Like, you know, I'm bringing because it's also because it's like all these people who you can make a slick video, you can make a great social media post, and it's like, yeah, my dude, but you have nothing of interest to say or do
Or sell.
or sell.
It's pointless.
Yeah, it's
It's a-
pointless.
It's a pointless endeavor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because again, like, I mean, I live a relatively unconventional life. I'm writing stuff for a
Oh.
living. A non-zero amount of people seem to think that what I write is vaguely interesting.
Non-zero.
Vaguely interesting.
Yeah.
But it's also like, I would be the first to say I'm not that interesting. You know, it's like oh great, I've gained an extra hour in every day.
What
What
now?
am I
But
going
what
to
have
do
you
with
had to
that?
spend to get that extra hour?
If you gave me an extra hour in every day, I'd probably cry.
yeah.
If you gave me an extra hour, I'd probably just sleep in an
I would
extra
sleep.
hour.
in it. I would
Yeah.
sleep
Which is
another hour.
which is defeating the whole object, right? Because it's meant
100%.
to be making us more productive.
Yeah.
But if you gave me an extra hour in the day, fuck me, I'd use that to sleep.
100%.
What am I going to bring to the table? Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
I would be sleeping like you wouldn't believe.
Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't believe I'd be
and then
sleeping.
I'd be more productive because I'd have an extra hour sleep.
Yeah.
Lovely.
But it's like, you know, fucking like, I don't know, Elon Musk, he sleeps like 4 hours a day because he's Tony Stark, you know.
I
And
don't
it's
know
like-
why people are supposed to be impressed by that. Kind of
I'm not
thing.
impressed. By it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I sleep 4 hours a day. So
So it sounds like you're not sleeping enough.
I drink
Yeah.
3 days a week. Like, I eat 3 days a week. I fast for the rest of it.
So?
I survive on nothing but vape and coffee and butter. Fucking like
Why is that
corn-fed butter.
why is that interesting?
It was like, yeah, it was like you give Elon Musk another hour every day, he'd probably just spend it wanking and hate posting
Yeah.
on Twitter. He's got nothing to bring to the
and
table.
investing in Dogecoin.
And Dogecoin, because he's a just hollow, just homunculus of a
Yeah.
man.
Just think, he's doing something right now.
I'm this productive.
Yeah.
I wonder what Elon Musk is doing, because right now, if he's in America, it's probably like, what would it be? It'd be like the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 hours behind.
Yeah, he could be in his oxygen
Between 5
chamber.
and 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wanking himself to death.
Wanking himself into a slurry of hate.
I bet he doesn't do that much, as in like grafting.
No,
I bet
definitely not.
I bet he's in a lot of things, or
Yeah.
attends a lot of things.
I bet he's wandering into a lot of meetings and pissing people off.
But this is what I mean, though. It's like, it's this kind of like, if you were to follow this like tech productivity biohacking bullshit to its nth degree, then Elon Musk is the goal.
Yeah.
We should all be trying to be that prick, and no one.
Yeah, everyone hates Elon Musk because he's a prick.
What do we do with that?
Yeah.
That information is useless.
Yeah.
Just the worst.
I think, and it's like if you gave people like infinite time and space, I don't think most people would know what to do with it.
No, I don't think it would.
It's like if everyone lived forever. It's like, oh God, what now? What
how
do I do?
How am I going to fill the time?
How am I going to afford to live for that long?
I can only wank so many hours.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's very difficult after quite a while.
And also, everyone talks about like the shotgun coffee. No one's talking about the shotgun shits. Like, if you're drinking
I thought you were going to say shotgun wank then. get a week's worth out in one go.
That would be a nightmare.
butter and coffee.
Blow a hole through a wall.
Butter. Badoosh.
It's like Starkiller Base when it goes up.
Yeah.
That's what they call me.
Like,
Another hole to fill.
Anyhow, that's me.
Yeah.
My hate is local youths.
Oh, those
Local
fucking utes.
The local youths. Well, here in the UK,
Yes.
it is the summer holidays,
That it is.
and it's near the end of the summer holidays.
Is it? That's
And
flown by.
they must be bored because I went to my local one of my local park walks just 2 days ago.
Just 2 days hence.
Just 2 days hence.
Oh,
I was walking there with the dog, and a couple of youths,
it's like scallies.
scallies. I kept walking past them,
Call them what they are.
and I thought, oh, they look like traditional youths. In that they're not doing particularly anything bad, but I can tell they're wrong-uns,
Yeah.
kind of thing. This is my internal monologue.
You can tell straight away a wrong'un.
Anyway, I proceed to have my walk with the dog, and I sat down on the grass just because I thought I'm
You
going
were
to sit down.
tired.
Huge mistake.
I got sleepy.
I was sleepy.
Beta move.
I thought I'll have another hour's sleep so I can be more productive this afternoon.
That's a good idea.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
that
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
And they disappeared and they returned with their shirts around their faces.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a really bad sign. Oh my god.
And no. But they also had a wheelie bin with them.
I don't know where this is going.
No. And they wandered off, and I was like, huh, that's weird.
Yeah.
So anyway, I carried on my walk, and I did what I would normally do in terms of my route, and I looked over, and they were setting the wheelie bin on fire. And I was like, oh, okay. So I saw another bloke looking, and I went to him. They've set that wheelie bin on fire, and he just went, oh, God.
Ah, pesky
Anyway,
boys.
they saw me looking, and they ran off.
Oh no.
So I went and stamped on the fire.
There's a middle-aged man chasing
Yeah,
us.
Stamped on a wheelie bin.
Well, they set the bags in the wheelie bin on fire.
That'll help.
So I stamped the fire out.
Yeah.
I sort of walked the wheelie bin back because they'd taken it from one of the houses, so I put it by the gate on the edge of the park. And there were 2 of them originally. Then there were 3 around the fire.
Oh no.
And then when I got around the corner, there were 6.
Oh no.
Oh,
And they're still running off. No, it's fine. They're still running off. I went, I saw what you did, lads. I took a picture. And they went, what? What?
How
Oh,
old were
no.
they, do you think?
I think between 12 and 15.
Oh, okay. That's
Now here's the issue. Now, not that these scallies weren't up to a bit of mayhem.
You can't set fire to things.
No, you can't. No, that's a bad thing to do. Did you have a moment where you were like, "What have I become?" Because you were.
Well, I've constantly been thinking about that for the
Your
last
old
2
man
days.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you're
I
the
really-
old crazy old man lives
I
down
really
the road.
That's fine. I'm all right. I'm kind of all right with that, but I have been thinking about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
because it is. Like,
I don't think-
Oh
I
no! Oh no! It's old man Ray.
It's old man Ray.
You know,
Run!
it's all the movies we watched as a kid, like
Yeah.
those sort of ET kids on bikes kind of movies.
Yeah.
And there was always like mischief,
Yeah.
old weird man who
Yeah.
would come and ruin our fun.
Yeah.
That's you.
But I
Yeah.
don't think any of the protagonists in those movies were setting fire to bins.
well,
I
no,
don't
they were
know.
smuggling a harmless alien out of the earth.
That's fine.
Yeah, they were
that's
having
adorable.
wholesome adventures. They weren't like kicking in a poor, destitute man or
Exactly.
something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Exactly that.
How did they set fire to the bin? Did they put something in it?
They must have had something.
Like a rag.
I just saw smoke and I looked over. I was like, "They've set fire to that." Anyway,
Interesting.
so I put the bin back at the edge of the gate. I just walked off. Called the old Bill,
The
Oh, called the old Bill.
the pigs. I went hello, and I told them that story pretty much.
The whole thing.
And they're like, "Well, thank you,
Concerned
Chris.
citizen.
We'll be in touch if there's anything else."
Thank you, old man Ray.
Thank you,
Oh,
old man
no.
Ray.
Oh,
Thank
no.
you snitch.
Turned out that the policeman was a Ute as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, Utes galore.
and he came after me.
Set you on fire.
So I thought that's probably the end. I'll hear of it. No.
Oh,
So
Revenge.
yesterday,
Roweng.
well, in the meantime, actually, I missed a call from a PCSO, and he said I'll call you tomorrow.
Okay.
I was like, all right, nice one, that's fine. I didn't hear from him. Went out after work yesterday. So this was about half six,
Sure.
and there's a fire engine
Oh no.
in the park, and the police are there. And I went, I bet it's them.
Did you not put the fire out?
I
properly?
bet it's them. Well, yeah, it was the same fire.
Yeah.
It had
He put the fire out fine, but he
destroyed
started
all
another
the
one.
houses.
Yeah. I poured an entire bottle of vodka on it to put it out.
Yes, and then I walked away.
And
Didn't
then
look
I
back.
saw a scorch mark on the floor that
Oh.
looked a lot like a bin bag. I thought, they fucking done it again.
It's that same bin.
Why are they obsessed with this?
So I did my walk. I didn't see them as far as I know. Anyway, when I got home, I think it was the same PCSO, or one of them said, we've detained 2 of them this time because they've done it again.
Nice.
I did wonder that, officer, because I had walked past a fire engine on my way round.
Ossifer.
Officer. How many have you had? Oh, it doesn't matter.
Pause one out onto
Anyway,
fire.
at some point, I think I'm going to have to go ID them.
Oh no.
Do you think you could?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of them was
But they were wearing shirts around their
one of them
faces.
was a bit big.
It's a big round.
Big fatso. So I reckon,
Oh, that's big facts there, that
I
is.
reckon I could.
How do you know my name?
Yeah. So I think that might happen at some point.
Fucking
But
hell.
fuck me. Don't set fire to the neighbourhood.
Again, how did they set fire to the bin? Like,
Not
I'm
important.
picturing like
Not
a
important.
jet of flame, like white hot flame shooting out of this
Well,
wheelie
no,
bin.
I don't know why
it
you're
was,
picturing
it
that,
was
but yeah.
smouldering fire rather than a big flame.
They love a fire, though.
Could
I
you
think-
see it, like in
Yeah. Yeah.
smoke coming out the bin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bin was on lying on the floor, and the bag was falling out.
Right.
It's like
like-
they ran off, and it was just sort of there. But it was under some trees, and you're like, if something went badly wrong, we could be setting fire to trees.
Oh yeah,
here.
yeah.
It's like the one thing they can do, though. You know what I mean? It's like
Set fire to
anyone
things.
can make a fire.
But you've got to be some kind of bored to be setting fire to someone's wheelie bin.
Well, I think I mentioned this on the podcast
And an
about
arsehole
how
as well.
in the park across from my house they started a fire, and then they put something on it that was pressurized and it
Same.
exploded.
I see.
Same gang.
Could be. Well,
Same.
how far is this park that you're talking about
It's
from
the
my
one.
house?
It's the one by my house, on the other side of the new builds.
The
Yes, it
newt.
could be then.
Yeah.
The newt,
No, different part.
where the newts live. Oh,
Yeah.
The
oh, I
nukes
see.
are all dead now.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
from the shockwave.
And the fire.
I mean, it's not the best of parks at the best of times, to be honest. But it's worse during the holidays because the kids are all bored and setting fire to things.
Clearly,
Bastards, the lot of them.
get
when-
back in school.
So when you returned that wheelie bin to its
Yeah.
owner,
Yeah.
was it like covered in scorch marks? Was it like
No,
absolutely?
It was one bag, and I think I got there in the nick of time. You might call me a hero, John, and that's fine.
Oh, I mean,
But-
That's a word we haven't used yet.
Not yet, but
No.
you're thinking it.
Well,
So I, no,
don't tell me what I'm thinking.
I stamped on it, put the fire out, and put the bag back in the bin, and put the bin back.
Oh, that was good
Right.
of you.
Yeah.
So the bin was mostly unharmed.
Yeah, I think so.
So
John really
again,
cares
I
about
really,
the bin.
I'd really just want to drill down on this
I think you're focusing on the wrong thing.
because, like,
I think you're taking the kids' side. I don't think that's right.
okay, so like a wheelie bin is made of plastic.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember, like,
Yeah.
and sorry, opening this up to everyone.
Hello.
In the UK, you'll often get like a street bin, which
Yeah.
is like a plastic shell,
Yes.
like over like a metal canister.
Oh, I see. Like a waste.
Oh, I
like,
see what you
like
mean,
A,
yeah.
Like a public.
Yeah,
bin.
yeah, a public bin. Yeah, and I vividly remember at our secondary school, we got off a bus one day,
Nice.
and someone the previous night had set fire to one of those bins,
Yeah.
and what you were left with was a great big blackened circle. All the plastic had melted into a puddle,
Oh, like a Terminator.
but there was like this kind of blackened metal just bin in the middle of it, like
Skeleton.
just like
Yeah.
a dumpster thing. So, but you can't really burn plastic. It doesn't just kind of catch fire on its
no,
own.
but you can burn the bin bags inside of it.
Right, so they set fire to the innards.
Correct.
And if you hadn't been, well, let's be honest, a hero.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I still probably wouldn't use that.
that's
word.
up to you if you want to use that word.
If
I
you-
would use like if you hadn't been like there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Present.
Yeah, present.
If I hadn't been near it, maybe someone else would have stamped it out and it still would have been fine. but
Okay.
They'd have been a hero. Probably.
They'd have been a
Yeah.
hero.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you think they used a rag?
Who knows? He probably had a lighter or
Do
matches.
you think they used a rag?
A rag? Isn't
might
that,
have.
isn't
John
that,
really wants to know if there was a rag.
isn't that
okay?
a thing?
What do you want to
rag?
know about their method, John? It's
Well, I
pretty
just
Oh,
weird.
here we
honing my
go.
technique. But isn't it like every time there's like an arson, it's like,
One arson, please.
What's
Rag,
the-
it's a rag in a bottle.
but you always get like,
Molotov cocktail.
on the true crime documentary, you get that one fireman they've dragged out, and he's
Yeah.
like, the accelerant was not natural.
No.
It's always, what was the accelerant?
What was the accelerant?
There's always something.
Petrol in a bottle, normally.
Links.
Yeah, something like that, like a
Can of
Lynx
Lynx.
canister. That's
Links
an-
Africa. Did
That's-
it
But there
smell of
could
Links
have
Africa?
been.
Did it
that
smell
in there.
nice?
Did it smell nice? Did
No.
it smell like a
smelled
like a
like-
changing room for 13?
It smelled like burning,
Oh,
generally.
Yeah.
But you got to be some kind of moron to do it twice in 2 days, knowing you've been seen.
Well,
That's true. Yeah,
You've got to be
do.
some kind of idiot. to
Some
do
kind
that.
of moron.
but what is the selection pressure for joining? Old Bernie Pete's, kind of like little scally group. It's not
Yeah.
intelligence. We
No.
want a certain like.
It's desire to set fire to things, I would think.
Was it like bragga
And efficiency.
Bragga dis. There's a word like bragissimo.
Bravissimo.
Braggadocio. It's
Sounds great.
It's like an
thinking of all
Italian
these
word
words,
for
John.
just like
Being a little vagrant.
being a little shit, basically. Cock in hand,
Little knobhead.
Cock in hand, piece
lighter
of
in
shit.
the other. Yeah.
I've got to say, if I was in a park and I
Yeah.
saw 3 lads wrap shirts around their faces
Yeah.
and run in my general area,
Yeah.
I would simultaneously
Yeah.
shit my pants and run away.
Yeah.
They're 12 years old.
Doesn't matter. They can still carry a stabber.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
A shank.
I didn't go. I'll be honest. I wasn't.
Why are they
anywhere
covering
near
their
them
identities?
at any point? They
If they're
ran
not
as
up
soon
to
as they saw
mischief?
me looking. They ran off.
Yeah,
it was-
full of boyish glee. Yeah. Just
So-
think, like, if this was like 100 years earlier,
Yeah.
those 3 lags would be called like, Bogger, Bogger, Pete, and Scango.
Yeah.
Maybe
They
having
may have
like
been.
maybe
Scango?
stealing apples from
They'd be scrumping,
passing
Yeah.
Jim.
stealing a cooling pie from a windowsill.
Yeah, they'd fucking like burning down the parsonage.
Biggest than fucking the pie.
fucking the pie.
They would fuck the pie.
Yeah, but
So that's what's been going on this week.
Wow.
yeah,
And I don't care for it. Not in my neighbourhood.
I don't much
Not
care
on my
for it, no.
watch.
No, neighbourhood watch.
Do you ever?
Oh no, I refuse to be in the neighbourhood watch. Still.
Yeah, after that racket.
I'm somewhere in the middle of setting stuff on fire at one
Yes.
end and being in the neighbourhood watch. at
Yeah.
the
Do
other
you have to
end.
pay to be part of the neighbourhood watch?
They tried to charge.
Oh, you'll
me,
pay.
Yes.
Do you have to pay to be covered by it, or do you have to pay to join it?
I don't think it's an
Or
actual
both.
thing. The neighbourhood watch. I think
It
it's
used
just
to
a bunch
be.
of busybodies.
There was a load of stickers and people's windows.
Yeah.
People still do that, but I must have told the story about when they came around my house on this
don't know if you
podcast.
Yeah, you have on air.
I must
Oh,
have.
is it?
Yeah,
okay.
it was like a racket. It was like a protection racket.
Oh, fucking hell.
It's
They
like
said, "Do you want to be in the neighbourhood watch?" I'll do the short version. Can't someone come around my house? Do you want to be in the neighbourhood watch? No. Do you want to be in the WhatsApp group? Go on then. The first thing in the WhatsApp group was a report of something that happened in town. Not interested. Left the WhatsApp group. Someone came round my house. Why did you leave the WhatsApp group?
What?
To stop you coming round my house.
Yeah.
yeah,
And then he said, "Do you want to buy some stickers?" I said, "No."
and
A
then
few weeks later, they posted the stickers for free through my door.
I remember this now.
Yeah.
And then I binned them.
but it's just like
And now I'm stopping people doing fires.
But if you are a hardened criminal, now again, the neighbourhood watch stickers,
yeah.
were
Terrifying.
quite a part of our childhood.
Yeah.
And they've not updated their branding
No,
in like
not at
30
all. It
years.
It still looks like an old 60s
It's the
Bobby.
same.
Yeah, it looks awful.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're a criminal and you're thinking like, oh, I've got an easy mark here,
Mm.
and it's like 2 a.m. You're about to like, got your little crowbar out.
You got your
about to
rag.
Jimmy open that window, and you see that sticker, and the fear of God comes into you. And
Oh,
you're
it
like,
does.
better not
Yeah.
rob this place.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
That's how it works. That's why it's worth 50 quid or whatever it was.
I don't think so. I think, if anything, it would make you more inclined to do it.
Yeah.
I don't think the neighbourhood watch is any kind of deterrent.
My-
at all.
My dad
Mm.
has got quite into installing cameras.
Oh, yeah.
Like security cameras.
Oh,
you know.
nice.
And my only thing with cameras is that, like, well, great, now I'm going to have some wonderful video
If
footage.
someone's stealing my car.
Yeah, let's be able to relive that magical moment.
Look, here's another angle of them stealing the car.
It's widescreen on this
It's,
one.
yeah,
That's
it's
lovely.
It's
Yeah,
in real high
Yeah,
definition.
4K.
yeah, that's not going to help. Oh, Christ, like, let's zoom in.
It'll be
Yeah.
too late because the car will be gone.
Yeah, I don't really want to. I don't want to add ceremony to my humiliation. You know?
The car has already been stripped for parts and driven off a cliff.
They'll post you a DVD of like your greatest hits. Yeah.
All the stuff you got nicked.
Here's when we hit the greenhouse.
Look, there they are. Yep, good.
They'll also include all the moments that the camera's captured of you just being a twat. Like
Yeah.
tripping over in your driveway. And
Oh,
like,
that's good stuff.
Yeah, that's all the good
that's
stuff
good
as well.
stuff. I
Yeah.
enjoy all that.
How's your because you've got one of them doorbells?
yeah, we got 3 cameras.
Yeah, 3.
3. We got the doorbell
Oh.
because it's a system. You see.
Oh.
So then you can get little cameras that like satellite onto the system.
Yeah.
So we've got one that looks out our kitchen window to see our drive.
Really?
We've got one that looks at our porch, which is the doorbell, and then we've got one that looks out the back.
I didn't
Oh.
realise you had so many.
Yeah. Well, it was buy one get one free or something. So the
So-
reason we got a second one was for the drive, but then we got the third one for free.
So all these cameras,
All these
and you've
cameras.
still not worked out who or what is shitting on your driveway.
That's true. We went and scrubbed through the footage to try and find what was shitting on our driveway, and the angle's not quite good enough for where the shit is. So whatever's shitting on our drive knows
where the camera
what
is.
the vision cones are of the cameras.
Yeah.
That means it's intelligent.
The thing is,
that suggests it's either a human or a really, really intelligent badger
I don't
or something.
think it. I don't think it's a fox, because we've had fox shit on our drive before, and that smells quite noticeable and unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a character to that.
The shits we've had lately, because I've been updating John on the sort of shit gate that we've been having, have been, you know, if you like
It's my
imagine
favourite Alan Bennett play, by the way. The shits we've had lately.
the shits we've had lately. Imagine a perfect spiral Todd,
Yeah.
like the poo emoji.
Yeah.
Like if you bought a prank poo from
Right.
a joke shop.
But it is real.
But imagine if it was just a little too small.
Yeah.
And pitch black.
Like a Sylvanian family.
Yeah.
Could be a rat.
A rat?
I mean, that rat would have had like a. I mean,
Is it too big for a rat?
It's got a diameter of like a cookie.
It could be a rat.
Yeah, I mean that's
if that rat would have been waddling away. I'm telling you.
perfect.
It will turn that rat inside out.
Perfect Mr. Whippy cone, but jet black.
Yeah.
Jet black. And then I'd left it there for a couple of days.
Yeah, sure.
Because I was like, I don't really want to have to deal with it. And I was like, I'm going to finally have to deal with it. So we got a load of leaflets to our door about the Liberal Democrats. So I was
Yeah,
like,
use those.
Yeah, took one of those. And I slid it underneath the Todd, thinking, oh, it's probably going to be solid at this point. You know, like, really crusty.
Nice and crusty.
No, it was like chocolate mousse.
All right.
After 2 days.
Interesting.
What is this rat eating?
But I think we talked about
Chocolate
this.
mousse?
There was light rain the night before.
Yes, that's true. There was.
So I think
like a dusting.
my theory is that it hardened.
Oh, but then softened again.
It softened again. And you had like a little, like a hard
But the
crust.
consistency-
The resoftening.
Even if that's true, which I'll accept, it probably means that originally it was still this aerated, moussey like, you know, because I tried a little bit of it, obviously, just to check,
you should,
and it was very like aero mousse, you know,
Yeah.
very bubbly, very aerated, very light, very demure, very professional, very mindful, you know, and like,
I get that.
wait-
Imagine if you listen to it with audio and it's just someone going.
and then you hear
Yeah. Oh, it's weird that I made such a perfect poo from that noise.
from that splattery sound. I'd better clear up the splatters so he just sees the perfect Todd.
Yeah.
Why is it jet black? Don't ask me complicated
yeah.
questions.
Another
don't
10
know
pints
why.
of Guinness tomorrow.
Animals eat meat, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what you have to eat to have a jet black poo.
No. Coal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel like a purely carnivorous diet
Could get
Yeah.
black.
would be like, was your car like on its side?
Yeah, it
Like,
was
you know,
actually, yeah.
the kind of like third impact that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a shockwave.
Yeah.
My prediction is rat.
Okay. Well, I'll keep you
We should
updated.
figure this out.
There's been 2.
Do you remember you telling us about the liver king?
The Liver King.
Who was that
Yeah.
man who claimed to only eat liver,
Raw meat.
raw
Yeah.
meat? What do you imagine his shits? They must be jet black.
Man, I mean,
Like-
he must smell so
Yeah.
bad as a man,
Yeah.
let alone his toilet time. Good
Yeah.
heavens.
It goes once a week.
Perfectly smooth.
Yeah,
though.
It's like
it's
a
like a
cube.
ball
You're eating
berry,
liver. It's
yeah.
going to be perfectly smooth, isn't it? Has to
Oh
be.
yeah, it'll have this shiny consistency
Yeah.
of the liver.
Well, liver's nice and smooth. Woo!
Loves?
I've got love.
I think he's got a love.
The Suzuki Jimny.
Oh.
Have you seen the Suzuki Jimny?
Is this a car?
Suzuki Jimny.
Stop saying,
I
stop saying
feel
that.
like
A car.
because we're starting to think about a new car.
Have you looked at the Suzuki Jimny?
Well, no, well,
Suzuki
Liz,
Jimny.
I'm sure said that to me this morning, like
What?
a Jimny, and I said, yeah, I'm sure she did, and I was like, what is that? I've never heard that before.
Right, I've got a picture ready.
Oh, great. Audio
uh,
medium.
I'm sure that's what she said to me.
That's the Suzuki Jimny.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like a
oh,
fucking
probably not that.
child's drawing of a car come to life. It's fucking amazing. It's like a box.
I'm
I'm sure she said something like that
Newish.
this morning.
There's been a load of Jimneys over the years.
Right.
This is the 2023 Jimny or whatever the fuck.
Oh, sure.
There's one parked outside our house now.
What?
Like, as of fairly recently, someone nearby has got a Jimny,
I'm gonna ask her what she said
and
earlier.
so I see it all the time now.
Sure.
And I'm like looking in the windows.
Gotta have a chimney.
Like, gotta have a Jimny. Gotta get that Jimny, right? And it's like I've never given a shit about a car in my life until I saw this thing, and I was like, "Fuck me." That looks like a Pokemon trainer's car. That looks like. Do you remember in Jurassic Park 1, there were those Jeeps that were red and green and had the logos on? That was obviously a Jeep, but it was this like it's like a toy, but like full size car size. Fuck me. There's something chunky and analog and old school about it.
Just on that note regarding the Jurassic Park cars,
Those Jeeps, man.
there is a local company which I think is like a tow company or like a
local to Cooltown.
Yeah, Cooltown, USA.
Tow company.
There is a local company which I think is like something quite mundane, like Skip or.
Okay.
There's a company called Skippy Skips.
But
There is.
Round here.
okay, that's by the by. That's irrelevant.
Yeah.
But I see.
Skippy Skips.
But their
Skippy
cars look
Deliberately.
very well. Every time I see it, I think, is that a Jurassic
It's a
Park?
Jurassic Park car.
But it's not.
They do look cool.
But also, like, it looks a hell of a lot like a Jurassic. Like
Yeah.
somebody on that team.
It's got it. You don't do that
Yeah.
by accident. That's got to be
Yeah,
deliberate.
'cause they were very cool.
You got to think about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Suzuki Jimny.
Suzuki.
Suzuki.
Are you considering buying one of these automobiles?
Well, I don't have what's it called? Money.
Oh, is it quite expensive?
I don't think it
well,
is actually that expensive.
No, but like
Oh, no.
there's
But new car or any
in,
car
in
really.
general be
Car be
The
spent.
car that I
do
was
be
thinking
expensive,
Liz
yeah.
mentioned this morning was the Tiguan,
Oh, I've heard of a Tiguan.
Oh, a Tiguan.
I couldn't. Is that a Nissan?
which is a Volkswagen.
Volkswagen. Damn it! I was so close.
Different
because it's a
car.
brand of car.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's just I don't know. They just look so fucking cool. And if a Suzuki Jimny fell into my life, I would
that'd be
be
great.
happy about
That'd
that.
be
who is the ideal? Who buys
Who buy Jimny?
a Suzuki Jimny?
Well,
Like,
here's the thing. I
young-
think they're two-seater.
interesting.
So it's a bit like a smart car.
Oh.
So you got so the idea is it's like you kind of get the look and feel of like a Jeepy kind of thing, but it's a lot smaller and it's a lot lighter.
Compact.
And it might even be like low road tax kind of efficient. I don't know because
Yeah.
the whole point is it's like small, right? But it's got this big old boot, but
Yeah.
just a two-seater. So
Yeah.
it could actually be quite useful as
Interesting.
well.
Interesting.
Like for conventions and stuff. Like taking I don't know what weight rating it has, but fuck me, it just looks like a cool little
That'd be sweet.
Suzuki
Imagine rocking up
Jimny.
to a convention in one of those.
I know. You would look the bomb, the tits.
When I was
The bee's knees.
The bomb tits.
when I was but a boy,
A butter boy.
A butter
Butter
boy.
boy.
I had a toy when I was very young, and it was like a little plastic car.
Nice.
And in the
Oh.
boot or like flatbed
The trunk.
of the trunk, if you will,
If
were
I
a bunch
will.
of cards,
Oh yeah.
like
Oh.
punch cards.
Nice.
And the idea was that every card was like a different letter of the alphabet,
Mm.
and you could like take a card out and punch it into a slot in the car,
Right.
and it would save a word
Written on the car.
that was written on the card.
Wow.
And weirdly enough, it's weird that it was a car
Strange.
in hindsight,
Yeah.
but
in hindsight, yes.
the J was for Jeep.
Oh.
that's
So
good.
like the only J letter they could find in the alphabet was Jeep, which is funny because that's a brand name.
Was it a Jeep? The
Was
car?
it? Was it a Jeep?
Maybe.
It might have been a Jeep.
Maybe.
If it was a Jeep, that would make sense.
Like
why
the
J
whole thing
for
was like
Jeep.
a
Someone's really thought about
Yeah.
the journey there, haven't they?
So
And Journey starts
and
with
because
Journey.
Journey starts with a J.
well because it had this weird kind of like 1992 like voice vocoder kind
Yeah.
of quality. So like you put A in and it goes Apple. You
Oh.
know. But when it put
Weird that a car would just say Apple, isn't it?
yeah, like now I'm saying this
That's
out
right,
loud. I'm
kid.
like, this is the whole
At the time,
product.
you're like, this makes so much sense.
The whole product is kind of weird when you think about
It's
it.
pretty weird.
But J was Jeep, and for some reason, as a
Jeep.
kid, and I can vividly remember this, I thought it was hilarious that when you put the J in, it went Jeep. And I
You
was
want to
just
get a
like-
life, John? Loving at that.
I like to think my humour has evolved
Yeah,
slightly since
Jeep.
then. So I would just endlessly just punch
Jeep,
the
Jeep,
J,
Jeep, 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 Jeep,
yeah.
Jeep.
And I do occasionally,
Fucking hell.
and I see a Jeep on the road occasionally.
And you
And that looks a little bit like a child's drawing of a car.
Yes, they do actually.
I feel like Land Rover has dominated the like.
Yeah, but Land Rovers look all like sleek and complicated and
off-road
fucking
Yeah.
wanky now.
market.
Whereas Jeeps have remained boxy,
Yeah,
and I like that boxiness.
Yeah, it's like
in a
a.
car.
It kind of looks like a bad car.
Yes,
Designed by people who don't know what they're doing.
it's like what we mean by a child's drawing of a car. That's what I
Yeah.
want from my cars.
I'm not asking for much.
I just want it to look like a fucking car,
Yeah.
that's
not
fair.
like a suppository, you know,
Yeah,
or a plane.
I
Yes.
guess like when I look at like Gog's creation, like Gog's blank slate, like the kind of raw majesty of nature, I go, ooh. I'm too scared. I drive a Toyota Yaris. I can't handle this rugged environment.
No, well you can't.
But I guess if I was driving a Land Rover or a Jeep,
Nothing
or
you
a-
would do.
You would dominate. The
I don't think a
road.
Suzuki Jimny is meant for off road.
it looks a bit like it might be an.
It looks like it's trying to look like it.
I think it's
Ah.
probably a bit rickety.
I imagine it's more of a road car. It's not very big.
No, it looks like like it might be a real car, but I've only seen a JPEG on your phone from across the room. So
Well,
It's
indeed.
really
yeah.
hard to tell
Next
the
time you
scale.
come to my house, there's probably a Jimny outside it.
yeah.
Oh, I'll have a look next time I walk past.
It's white, the one outside ours.
Yeah.
You can't miss it.
So in a way, and I'm
Little chunkster.
guessing it's not going to be like, you're not going to go, oh, what color would you like it in, sir? We do June.
This is it. They come in primary colours.
There
Like
we
a
go.
child's drawing of a car.
There we
Because
go.
like everything comes in June, like smoke and metallic
Auburn.
blanche.
Yeah.
Auburn, and
Yeah.
foxfire or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, like-
right? Or like racing green.
Like anti-color for sad people.
Because all cars are either silver, black, or dark maroon. That's all cars in the
Yeah.
world, right? This Jimny that I showed you a picture of, that's bright blue.
That's bright blue.
Bright
Look at
blue,
that.
that
There's
is-
a bright white one outside our house. I've seen them in fucking yellow.
Oh.
Bright golden egg yolk yellow. Gorgeous.
Just actual.
Oh,
yellow.
it's gorgeous.
That's what a car should look like.
Because also, like, why not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Suzuki Jimny. That is a sponsor.
Buy
today,
one.
actually.
Buy
Yeah.
one now.
We've all got Suzuki Jimnys.
And that's also $99.
That'd be sweet. If
Imagine
they
if
want
we all got a
to
Suzuki.
sponsor us, that'd be sweet.
We each get a Suzuki Jimny. I will talk about Suzuki Jimny every fucking episode.
Yeah, I would.
if they give me one.
Welcome to the Suzuki Jimny Time podcast.
We would put Suzuki Jimny over the top of a show called Hate's logo.
Yeah.
Well, actually, on top of the logo, so like you can't really read
And
the logo.
We changed the thumbnail to just us in a Suzuki Jimny waving.
Yeah.
We
And
can
it would be
record
called-
an episode in a
Yeah,
Suzuki
yeah, yeah,
Jimny.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
every episode, and it could be called a show called Suzuki Jimny
Yeah.
instead. For example,
A Suzuki called Jimny.
I am happy to do that to this
Yeah.
podcast for me to get a Suzuki Jimny. If you
Yeah.
guys get one as well, great. But I'm happy to do it for me to.
We
get
don't
a
often
Suzuki
use
Jimny.
the verb abuse, but I feel it applies here. We would happily abuse our brand
without
and products for
without
the
a
sake of...
shit.
It's
Shred of
cute that you
credibility.
think we have a brand
Well,
in this show.
You
definitely
know,
got the trappings of one.
everything's technically a brand,
Well,
Yeah.
in theory, yes.
in theory. I've got love.
Mm.
I love a kilo of jelly babies.
Lovely. Why not?
This will be a short love, but
Yep.
as a birthday present from my good friend Nick,
Nice.
who's in the room, you bought me a lovely book about
Yeah.
the Beatles.
I bought you a real
which
present.
is very kind.
I
Yeah.
knew that. I knew he was getting you that. He told me.
Oh,
You told me.
Did I tell you
That's very
that?
Last
nice.
time I saw you.
I've
Yeah.
forgotten what I tell
would
people.
you
yeah.
please stop moving your leg, Chris Ray?
No.
Because there is a cat toy attached
Oh,
to
is
the
there?
sofa with bells on it.
Oh no!
And I can hear them,
I
which
can-
means
stop
the
it then.
microphone can hear them.
Jingle, jingle.
Please
I'll
just
stop.
stop what
Why?
you're doing.
I can't hear it.
Are you okay?
He's bell blind.
I can't hear it. I can't hear bells.
Bell
Yeah.
deaf.
I was born with a condition.
Christmas is a nightmare.
Yeah. I just call it jingle.
So, Nick,
They sing sleigh bells ring. You're like, what?
You're like, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
The hell are you talking about?
Nick and Ali were like, "Here's your birthday present,
Yeah.
fucko. It's a lovely book." And I was like, "Oh, that's very nice. That's charming." And then Nick
And then
was
they
like,
gave you some jelly
and Nick was
babies.
acting surprised, fuckhead.
It's not over yet,
Yeah.
dickhead.
Slam is a kilo of jelly
Bang.
babies, and Slam
Kapow.
is a kilo of wine gums.
Lovely.
Bam, bam. Double
Go,
whammy.
go to town.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And you gave them to me on my birthday, which was... Well, you gave them to me in the evening of my birthday,
Yes.
which was 2 days ago, and they were gone less than 24 hours later.
Fantastic.
No,
That's
wait,
exactly
sorry,
what I
no,
expected.
only the jelly babies were gone. I
Okay.
ate a kilo of jelly
Wine
babies.
gums do slow you down a little bit.
Yeah, you got to chew a bit
you
more.
gotta chew a
there's,
wine
there's a
gum.
lot of work involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this particular brand, they are a little chewier, those wine gums, than, say, like the leading brand of wine gums.
Are they?
You got to chew a little more.
A bit denser.
But given that I spent a good portion of yesterday sanding a room in an anti-life environment
Yeah.
with a mask on, I would like emerge gasping from this
Bring me jelly
emphysema
babies.
hotbox, and I would just like
Fistful of jelly babies.
mask down, air and jelly babies in, and then just
Back
like
to it.
wade
Yeah,
back in.
lovely.
So
What a way to energize.
it was fantastic because, again, going back to an earlier comment, right now where my life is, I'm kind of feeling like a little shit all the time.
Yeah.
So like sugar is kind of like
Oh,
my
yeah.
medicine,
Who knew?
I guess. So
I think
just-
they should start giving that to people who are feeling
Yeah.
down.
We've had a lot of sweets show up at work lately because it's been busy and it's been great.
Nice.
Everyone's just been chowing down,
Yeah.
like eating sweets all morning and then crashing in the afternoon. It's been great.
What a dream.
Yeah.
Absolute dream.
Unreal.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm glad you enjoyed them.
Thank you.
Very
They
much.
were great.
I mean, I knew
Yeah.
you would. which is
Yeah.
why I bought them for you.
And I eat them in a medicinal
Yes,
manner.
because I knew I was
so,
helping you. See?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's good. Sugar.
There's a great shop that I got them from, which you may be aware of in Gloucester, that just sells these massive bags of classic sweets.
Nice.
Yeah.
And fuckity piss, there's some good ones, because
There's
I love a
some good-
licorice torpedo. You know those ones that are like licorice, but they're coated in like a sugar casing.
Yes.
And they're all different colours.
I do know.
And I got a kilo bag of those.
That's a very
Whoa.
Victorian sweet.
It is.
That's like
It's when I'm playing with
you
my
know.
hick and stoop, hook and stick and hoop. Got there in the end. When I'm out playing
who
with
can
a stick,
who can stick?
hike and stool.
Yeah.
Michael Stipe. That's what I was
That's
going
it.
for.
Yeah.
When I was playing with Michael Stipe in Victorian England,
Yeah.
I would love a lozenge.
Yeah.
One for my mouth, one for my bum. That's
Yeah.
what I always
Has
said.
anyone here ever had a bullseye?
No.
Are they?
I don't think so.
Now that's a Victorian sweet.
What flavour are they? Are they aniseed?
No idea.
I might have done.
Because literally, like
I used to work in a sweet shop.
the times in which I've heard bullseyes referred to,
Bullseyes.
Thomas the Tank Engine, the original series,
Yeah.
and like a Just William.
Yeah, anything that's like post-war
Yeah.
rationing era, like, oh, get me a bag of bullseyes, pie face.
I've never
Oh,
heard of
Scraggo, you little bitch! Give me a bullseye.
You little bitch. What's that in your pocket, fatso?
Oh, William was very happy. Him, Scraggo, Fatso, Porzo, and Jim
Fats.
had a big sack of bullseyes.
Yeah.
It didn't help with the rickets, but it did raise their spirits.
Yes.
And
Whilst
made their
they were going
rickets
through the
worse.
rickets.
They died of rickets.
They
2 weeks
died of
later.
rickets shortly afterwards. But in good spirits.
High spirits all round.
Yeah.
Jolly good. The end. Knickerbocker glory. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Scraggo and Jim were busy stripping copper from Parson Brown's roof.
They
But
were,
always
they
made
were
time-
mourned by their cousin, Creams. Oh, dear.
You got love.
Shall I go?
All right, yeah.
Another bit of dead air. This is a great episode. This one.
This setting's thrown us off, John.
Yeah, it's all like it's a new.
Yeah, get
feeling.
used to it, yeah.
Get used to it, fucko.
My love is booking a holiday.
Oh, all right. Someone's coming up in the
Booking a
world.
lovely holiday.
Are you going abroad?
We are.
Oh, it's all right
But
for
not,
some.
not for a while. But we haven't booked a holiday for bloody ages, like a proper one.
You had a
Right.
blimmin' child.
We had a child, money,
the
blah,
economy,
blah, blah.
the economy tanked.
But whatever.
All of those things.
Anyway, we thought, let's book a holiday. Fuck it.
Let's do it.
So we booked to go to Menorca. in
Minorca,
Not Mallorca.
not Max Orca.
No,
Not-
that's a big whale.
Not mini orca. Or the orca.
There's 2 orcas, aren't there?
Major
There's Mallorca,
orca and minor orca.
Mallorca.
I've been to.
Oh, is it Mallorca?
It's pronounced in Spanish. It's Mallorca.
I thought it was Majorca.
We spell it Majorca.
Oh, but we're
Wait,
wrong.
no,
They
Do you know-
spell it Mallorca.
Mallorca.
Bad
It's
whale.
Mallorca.
Evil whale.
I've been to Mallorca on a biology field trip.
Oh,
back
For
in the
whales.
day. What? No, plants.
what an exotic location.
Gladiolus.
That feels excessive
Bless
to go
you.
all the way there for a plant.
That was education in like the mid 2000s.
People could
Travel
afford
around
that.
the world
then.
to look
Yeah.
at plants.
I want to go to Mallorca to look at flowers.
Was it a
And-
flower?
I can afford it.
Yeah, and we drank.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice, good.
And my mate Ed, because it was like, your days were meant to spend like you and a team of 2 or 3 were meant to
Yeah.
go and like study a plant. And my mate Ed was just like, I'm sleepy. I'm just going to go sleep under a tree. And the professor found him.
He was studying the tree with his eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
That's how you study
really
them.
contemplating that tree.
Did you eat one of the flowers?
No.
No, that's probably not the best thing to do for a biologist, is it?
Destroy the
No,
evidence.
No.
But again, like evidence is evidence.
Always worth a
taste
shot.
is important.
Sometimes you've got to
Sorry, tell us about your
No,
decadent
we're going to Menorca.
Menorca.
We're going to a
bourgeoisie.
resort that's kid friendly, and I
Oh.
think we're
Kid
gonna...
friendly.
Yeah. for
Will
the
there be
boy.
a pool?
Yeah, there's multiple pools and little play areas and
Little
kids
play
things,
areas?
bars,
Slide?
all that.
When
Slides.
are you going?
April.
So your boy will be
Butter lad.
He'll be
nearly
He'll be sort of
1.5.
Yeah.
just over 1.5. yeah.
Right. His first time out of the country.
Yes.
Has
Indeed.
he got a passport?
No.
Can
But he will.
When he gets it, will it be tiny? Like a Sylvanian
I
family
assume so.
passport?
I don't quite know how we're going to take a picture of him, but
Like a
figure that-
half-size passport.
Figure that out.
Yeah, a baby passport.
Yeah.
We'll have to take a picture of him and not encourage him to smile, which is going to be weird
Right.
because he's not allowed to smile. I
You
suppose
can slap him
Oh,
we
no.
could.
like across
We
the
could.
face. Yeah.
He'd probably laugh. He'd
That'll
probably
learn him.
laugh.
Yeah. Can he form memories?
No, we talked about this last time.
Yeah, no, my point is like
Is that the joke?
I
That's
think
a
they're
lot-
going for themselves, aren't
That's
they?
a long way to go to.
But I'll remember.
Oh, right, yeah.
This isn't for Jacob this
No,
one.
We
we
can
drink
show him the
enough.
pictures. We go,
Yeah.
do you remember this? No, cool.
Right.
Cool, you went though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's cool. Though.
Yeah, there you go.
He's a happy child.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
have
So
a
we're
good
going
time.
on a plane for the first time since pre-COVID, which is pretty
Really?
mad.
My.
My.
Last time we were on a plane went to Oslo, but I've been abroad on a train and a boat since then. So there you
Flexing.
go. So this time we're going on a plane again.
Very good.
Woo!
Woo! Holiday book. There is a good feeling about booking a holiday.
Yes.
It almost feels a little bit like going on a holiday.
It feels like a holiday in itself.
But it's also
And then
very
we get the
disappointing,
actual holiday when it comes.
which is even better.
Yeah.
And usually you've paid for it by then, so it feels like
I
a
hope
holiday
so.
for free. Yeah.
Got to pay for it by the end of January. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
you'll work it out.
That's
yeah,
gonna be
it's
great.
good. Well, I'm very happy for you.
There you
That's
go.
magical.
So that's my love.
Woo! Very good.
What's the weather like there in April?
Good.
Balmy?
But I would say probably slightly better than here. Shocker.
Probably not. It'll be like warm, but not too warm.
Yeah, exactly.
Come
It'll be like
April.
20,
Ooh.
low 20s, I think. That'd be nice.
What are your
Some
plans?
lightning.
You're going to be like, kind of.
Just hang out, relax. Our holidays always tend to be walking, and we walk around cities and things like that. We're never that relaxed. Whereas this time I just like to chill out and play with the boy.
That's a good idea.
Go to the bars.
It's hard to do like nothing though, isn't it?
It's very hard to do nothing, I
Because
suppose.
on your downtime, you're like, I really.
But I
gotta-
think he'll keep us quite occupied, I suspect.
Oh, the boy.
I imagine
yeah.
so.
Yeah. And the rest of the time I'll go to the bar. Woo!
Do they have? Will he be old enough where you can? What's the word? Abandon him in like a creche,
Technically,
or something
yes.
like that. Yeah.
But I'm not sure we will. I
Is
think
there a crash?
there's like a kids club kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we could if we really wanted to. But
Hmm.
we'll probably keep him with us. I would
Yeah.
think.
Oh sure.
And
yeah.
just do the kiddie things anyway, but we'll be there.
Oh sure. Yeah.
So that's the
Yeah.
plan.
Nice.
Oh, that's magical. I'm very happy for you.
We'll see. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully it will be.
What a dream.
Yep.
What a
Yep.
dream.
Yep. Yep.
Well then,
Well then.
I guess we've reached that magical point of the evening
Oh yes.
where we can finally be rid of each other.
Thank goodness. What time is it? It's late.
What do we think won? Love or hate?
I really didn't like having to stamp out a fire.
No.
No.
I didn't like Friend.
I feel like
No,
the loves
friend
were
upset me.
too lovable. So
Mm.
kind of like I think just hate is more convenient.
If you have an equal power love and an equal power hate, hate's
wins.
always going to win.
Hate's always gonna
Because
win.
hate's got that fire that love can't ever have.
Yeah.
Mm,
If the loves are potent as fuck, they can beat a hate.
Yeah.
that's cool.
Those
Okay.
loves gotta be potent as fuck.
Okay, so hate. Why not?
Hate
Hate
it
wins.
is.
So I guess what we just need now is like a really like natural but succinct way to like just end the episode.